Hey there, guys. Wow, it's back. We're back. It's been a while. Been very busy. But time to get some streams in again. Before we start, we got some things to talk about. One is that we have been pumping out basketball videos on the second channel, Ace Games TV. We got, I think, another 6 days worth coming at you. So if you're interested in any of that, we talk about basketball so much, that's over there. Also, we're going to read the comments that we missed. But before we do that, some pretty big Blood Death Night changes, which probably could have been their own video. We had a, it's probably better, I think like everything on the Blizzard one is actually real. So let's go and take a look. Sometimes they like put shit in that is not real. That stuff has already happened. Now that's the Mythic Plus changes. This is it. Oh, hey Kyle, what's up? Welcome. Saw you there in the game. Alright, so Apex talent Dance of Midnight rank 2 has been updated. Damage taken for each active dancing rune weapon is reduced by 6%. Was 4, so that's pretty sizable. Melee damage increased by 20%. Hard strike damage increased by 25%, and Marrow Rend damage increased by 50%. Now again, melee damage seemingly would buff Permafrost. Now, not really sure what's going on with Permafrost. People were saying that that was just some kind of, it wasn't actually a tuning change. It was just something that they did numerically to make it the right number. But anyway, that's a change. Hyper Pred, welcome. Dancing rune weapon also increasing parry by another 5%. That's good. It's a lot. It's back to where it should be. Perseverance of the Ebon Blade now reduces damage taken by 4% when consuming Crimson Scourge. This one's crazy. It's also now a 10-second duration, which I think is going to have very high uptime, right? I'm not exactly sure what that would look like, but that's this talent here. It's currently 6% versatility, so unfortunately this is a big damage loss, presumably, but it's definitely, I think we would take that for sure. I think that's why they probably buffed the other stuff, to be honest. So I think we take a 4%, I mean, relatively high. I think it probably like at least 50% uptime. I don't know, I guess, well, we can't see anymore, unfortunately, because Blizzard decided to break their own game and make it so you can't see with add-ons. But anyway, and then another big change. This might be one of the biggest ones. Bloodshot now also reduces damage taken while Blood Shield is active. And if you know me over the years, I've always been not really interested in this spell. But yeah, Bloodshot now, that's a pretty big one there. It didn't get nerfed offensively, right? It's so no change offensively, so 8% physical damage. Or I guess all damage. Is it all damage now? It used to be only physical damage. But yeah, that's really nice. This is a step in the right direction for sure. I'd like to see more DR than damage increase. Yeah, I totally agree. Wow Kid, what's up? Welcome. And then I guess some other small changes. I don't really know much about Sandland, but there's a bunch of changes there, which is like a damage reduction as well there. And then just more damage from Deathbringer, which I guess you'll never say no to. But yeah, I was really happy with this Bloodshot change. That seems like such a better decision. I have no idea how the hell that stayed as an offense-only talent that deep into the talent tree. I mean, that is so crazy. Don't you think that's so crazy? An offense-only talent that deep in a tank talent tree. That is so weird. I've been talking about that since fucking... When did they add that? Dragonflight, obviously, yeah. But yeah, so that'll be very good. Very eager to see this now. And it does seem like Blood Shield is going to become... Yeah, well, obviously it's not going to change in these changes. But yeah, Blood Shield is going to become a very big defensive spell now. Because obviously a 4% damage reduction on top of having the Absorb on it is going to make it even more valuable. So very cool. That's very exciting, to be honest. Probably the biggest changes Blood's gotten in a long time. They had those really big changes in the middle of this season, or kind of the beginning of this season, but past that, there hasn't been a lot to be excited about. But yeah, we're going to try today and tomorrow to do some live keys. We did get Skyreach, so yeah. So we're going to try those out and see how it goes. Oh, I never even opened my vault. Do we even have a vault? Yeah, we have a vault. Working hard at work, waiting for people to come get mail and packages. Nice, good luck. Hopefully they'll show up, and hopefully they'll just take their package and leave and not do anything weird. That'd be crazy if they did, right? Holy shit. Probably not better than the belt with the thing on it, right?
Glory to the Sindora.
I was in gold, that's all we get from that, but that's fine. So my key is Windrunner Spire, unfortunately. Yeah, just relax. Maybe even just sign up and do like any key, honestly. I don't really have any dreams of getting scored at all at this point, so let's just have some fun. Hopefully have some fun. I got my season goal of 3,400. Nice. Good luck. You'll definitely, well, I mean, unless somehow the season's harder, but yeah, provided it's the same, you'll definitely do even better next season. What's this week's time walking? Classic, apparently. That's cool. Classic time walking sounds fun. Did you hear about the GM killing the yeah, I am very hesitant to even give my thoughts on that. I don't know what's going to be done about that. We'll wait to see what's going to be done about that, maybe. Probably nothing. You'll never find out, but... He'll be made head GM. So, I might as well just say it, but I was told a while ago by people who still work for the company that GMs do not have access to admin accounts anymore, and that's why you never see them in game. It's basically only like very high level. I think there's like, you know, probably some delineation of difficulty or responsibility, I mean. So like you might have like 1,000 GMs, but only like 10 have access to admin accounts because they're like the senior GMs. So there's two branches of thought in my head. One is that this person is lying about it and they actually hacked the game. And they're lying about it to try to get people off their trail because now they're, you know, obviously panicking that they're about to be banned for something they never thought they'd get caught with. Another thing that comes to mind in this topic is that the story that the person told is that they were just hanging out with their GM friend, which sounds like they would be doing that like not at work. The person is not working. I don't know how this works, but I highly doubt your actual account that you log into WoW is an admin account, even if you did have access to an admin account, right? So we're talking about somebody like, how does this person have access at home? Like, what is going on there? You know what I mean? It seems extremely unlikely to the point where it makes me think we're talking about somebody extremely high up in Blizzard, if this is true. So that's why I said there's like a couple ideas in my head. It's like this is either a senior member of Blizzard that is likely going to get fired and it's going to be dramatic backlash. Like, it could be Ian. You know what I mean? Like, we're talking about that level of employee. And the other option is that this person is simply lying and trying to get away with hacking by using a GM spell to beat an enemy. The story that they told is wholly unbelievable. Like, it makes no fucking sense whatsoever. They're just all hanging out in Discord or something like that. Everybody's doing a key, and like, oh, we don't have one mob. Oh, what the hell? Oh. This is just bad luck. Oh, no, it's not even bad luck, bro. You deserve that mob. Yeah, sure, I'll just violate everything about the fucking job that I have. You know what I mean? Like, what is this story? This doesn't even make sense. You really think somebody who's a fucking employee at Blizzard would just willingly do that? That doesn't even make sense. So, I don't know. I don't buy it, man. Do you have lag in WoW? No. The whole thing doesn't make any sense to me, and not, you know, Grawl, you know, he's great, I love him, but I feel like he wasn't asking the questions that I would ask in that interview, because it's like, bro, you're clearly lying. Like, I mean, it's just like, what is he lying about? Like, I think that's the question. Like, he's lying about something. It's either like a very high-ranking employee of Blizzard, and they're, you know, covering for him. Yeah, we talked about the tuning already. Yeah, very, very high-ranking employee, and they're covering for him. Or maybe it is like a girlfriend or a sister or something, like, you know, or I don't know why I keep saying female, but regardless, anyway, somebody that they're like super indebted to, you know what I mean? That would make a little bit more sense, and they don't want that to come out. Or yeah, no, the guy probably just hacked. Like, I don't know what the reality of hacking in WoW anymore is, but I don't think it's totally impossible. Yeah, the story of, oh, we killed the boss, we won't time it, my local friendly GM come save me 40 minutes. It doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever, bro. Like, if you work for Blizzard, you know you're not allowed to do that. 100%. And like I said, you know, I guess I could have been lied to, or it could have changed, or something could be wrong about that info. But it makes total sense that these, like, mid-fucking tier GMs don't have access to admin accounts anymore, right? Because admin accounts can shut the servers down. Like, they can do anything in the game. Like, you're not going to give those accounts out to people that are not, like, super well-vetted. So how does this random person just hanging out with some guy who plays the game somewhat seriously, and they're just like, oh, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, no, I could definitely do that. Do you want me to give you $1 million gold? I can, you know... I could just give you the title. Like, the guy can literally just give him the title. You know what I mean? Oh. Wow, finally a mount after all that time. That's a nice one, too. He could just straight up give him the title if he wanted to. Like, you know what I mean? Why didn't he just ask him for that? Like, why are you asking this guy for favors of that nature? That's like such a minor thing to ask for, and then he's probably going to lose his job over it, and you may be banned for it. Like, that's a pretty weird thing to ask somebody. You know what I mean? I don't get it. Hacking WoW might be easy with all the API changes. People could have found a screw up that devs never thought of. Okay, and so now you bring that up. I think it could be even more, like, I think, you know what? It could be that they knew that they could hack the game the whole time. Maybe not even the person who asked. Like, it could be a true story. I asked my GM friend, but when he says GM friend, he's just asking this guy who actually hacks the game regularly. You know what I mean? I don't know. The whole thing is so weird because it just came out of nowhere. I don't know how people even figured it, like, found it, first of all. I'd like to hear the origin story of this. Because to me, it sounds like it's something's very suspicious about this, one way or the other. Totally abnormal and not playing out the way this is being told. I don't know what other content creators are saying about it. I get the feeling that, in general, they're just saying, oh, lol, Blizzard's funny, you know? I don't know if that's true or not, but to me it sounds way different than what seems to be happening. And I just don't... I think, like, people have this, like, general sense that, like, GMs are just, like, whimsically just fucking roaming around in the world again, and that's just not how the game works anymore, from what I can tell. Some nerd was researching a key he needed to look at the logs of clears. Oh, really? That's kind of like we did with the AUG stuff, right? Yeah, we did stuff like that in the past, so... Why would someone just make the story up? Oh, they didn't. It happened. It's just about how it happened. That's why I was saying, like, they are, like, lying to protect somebody. I think that's my going thought, at least. It could be protecting themselves. It could be protecting the Blizzard employee. But like I said, from what I've been told, this is years ago, too. I do know a guy who's a GM, who works as a GM. And he told me that they do not have access to admin accounts anymore. It was just like a casual thing, too. I was just like, you know, why don't we ever see GMs floating around the world anymore like we used to? And it was like, oh, we don't even have admin account access for that. We can't even do that anymore. I was like, oh, really? You know what I mean? Like, that was the conversation we had. And so it's like, well, he obviously wasn't, like, lying to me then, right? I don't know. The whole thing's really... From what I know, it doesn't sound logical at all. It doesn't make any sense. Do you do all the zone events each week? No, just this one. I really like this one. A Reddit post is odd. Randomly looking at logs and found it. Definitely a person from the key exposing it. You know, and then it's, you know, then there's like another layer of like conspiracy theory here. Like, what if this is all Blizzard's? Because like this is getting like mainstream coverage. I don't know if you see, but like well, not mainstream like NBC or something like that, but I mean like mainstream gaming coverage, like Game Informer and article, like, you know, they're doing WoW articles in the late season throws, you know what I mean? Like, it's actually like a lot of publicity for Blizzard. And you might think initially it's bad publicity, but it's like if they didn't actually have it happen and it was some kind of controlled thing that they just leaked or made happen, then it's obviously not bad publicity, right? I feel like it's simple. This was wrong. Take appropriate actions towards those involved. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not debating that wasn't what we were talking about. I was just talking about the reality of how it happened and the fact that the guy's lying about it, probably. But it was obviously wrong, and whoever did something bad needs to be done. There's something needs to be done for sure. But yeah, there's a lot of layers to it, I feel like. Like the Claude drama. What is Claude drama? What does that mean? They already reverted the key, and the guy is apparently fired. Oh yeah, where do you see that? I mean, the whole thing just doesn't make any sense. If we get a name of somebody, I'll believe it maybe, but Blizzard CS leaks the Burning Crusade Anniversary Phase 3 release date as well. I don't think that's a leak at that point. Alright, let's have some fun. Hopefully just do some keys. I kind of feel like doing any 20, even if we have no score from it, is still pretty cool. Are you excited for Season 2? Yeah, always excited for new WoW content, although it's going to depend a lot on when it comes out. I'll be very eager to see when that date is. I hope they'll release that date soon. Because I need to plan some things. Gwarok Tank TV, how are you? I'm doing good. How about you? What's your UI? What's your UI frames? UI frames? What does that mean? Like these? That's just default. I have a skin though. Custom skin.
Lothraxian, give up this foolishness. We have already won.
You put all of Silvermoon in danger. This isn't worth the risk. There seem to be a few pieces missing. We have to
The
find
AMS did nothing. That was stupid. I should wait for that, I think.
Hurry up those repairs. If we aren't careful, that will be all of us.
What, after one pack? We're good, bro. Huh? Yeah, I'm not fucking doing this then if that's the case. If they don't say the date this week, I would assume the 18th of August. Yeah, it's gonna... There's very few dates it could be. Very few dates it could be, so I'm eager to see what they choose because summer's in full swing here.
I have many, many wares.
Yeah, alright, I'm set. Not interested in that. Oh, What's chat like today? About 80% pizza, 205. Wow, what? I don't know what that means. Oh, you're asking if we're talking about pizza right now? No, not currently. Why? Any thoughts on GM cheating? Yeah, I just talked about it. Oh, Grawl said he thinks you might make a video on it. Oh, for real? When did he say that? I probably could have, but I have a feeling it's not a video I should make. Let's put it that way. I have some controversial opinions on it, so that doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Not really. Something I'd normally make a video on. Alright. Well, that was a total fucking waste of time. Pizza funds? What do you mean? I'm going to be making pizza today. If that's what you're asking. Pizza day on Wednesday today. I finally took the plunge. No. Finally took the plunge and bought a pizza stone. $75. A little bit of an investment there. Because I need to plant. Or a pizza steel, that is. Sorry. A pizza steel. The stone was not working. It's circular, first of all. That's the problem. A circular object has been a problem. I didn't realize how big of a deal that was going to be. So now that I got a rectangle, it's going to be better. Alright, so we got Windwalker. Arms Warrior. Oh yeah, if you guys haven't... I've been like on a pizza making journey for a while now. And Survival Hunter. I posted a bunch of pictures about it in the Discord, but it's been like a fucking adventure, to be honest. What do you... Oh, that guy's... Oh, so that... Yo, that actually got translated. Main Appa Bang is... What are you playing, bro? If that was your actual question, I'm playing World of Warcraft. What was wrong with the circle stone? Let me see if I can show you a picture. Yeah, we heard about the GM thing, yeah. It's funny, yesterday, about an hour before the story broke, the male streamer in the drama who said he asked the GM for the solid, I watched a YouTube of him covering your spreadsheet. Oh, for real? Wait, who is that? That was the actual streamer? I thought it was just some random guy. But yeah, let's take a look at the pizza stuff. See if I can find it. I haven't posted a picture in a while. Let's see if we can go all the way back to what it started out as, because it was not great. So that's pretty advanced where we're at, where we got to. Try to skip past those and go find one from the very beginning. Weeks and weeks ago. What is that? Oh, soup. That was like, I think our 4th attempt. Yeah, there we go. That's a good example of what was like in the beginning. Alright, I guess that was the first... Oh yeah, here we go. Alright, so that was our first pizza that we ever made. And we've come a long way. But one of the biggest things that we did was... we had a lot of trouble getting it to be the right consistency. I guess you see that as like basically just like a cracker. But we started working on that. We got that better. Then one of the biggest issues I was having was the shape of the dough. We fixed that by using a bowl to spread the dough or like expand the dough or whatever. And then it makes it a circle. And then once we got that down, the next issue I was having was like parts of the dough were sticking to the stone after I would launch it. So it would pull, it would like pull the pizza a little bit. But another issue I was having was like I would miss, the circle would be missed. It's like it's a circle, right? So it would straight up miss. It's like the same shape and size as the pizza, but if I miss the edge, then the dough like that isn't cooked yet would just like kind of droop over the edge. So I think that's an example of that right there. Like this edge just drooped over and I had to flatten it afterwards. So yeah, that was weeks ago, but we ended up getting a lot better at it. That's another one that I think something happened with the edge. I don't remember exactly what, but yeah, we got a lot better at it. Then we did more advanced pizzas. Hot honey pepperoni. I didn't really like the hot honey. I don't think I'll ever do that again. We tried the white pizza. I'm probably gonna make another one of those today. Standard pizza. But you see how it's like oblong shape? That's because like this edge gets launched and then it gets like stuck immediately to the heat. And then as I go to like pull out the peel, the rest of the pizza stretches and it turns into less of a circle. So I'm still having a little bit of trouble with that. We'll see how that plays out now that I have the steel coming. I tried the breakfast pizza, similar issues with the crust. What else? Anything else interesting? That was probably our best looking plain pie to date. And then did I post other stuff? Probably not. So that's it. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it. But yeah, it's been a pizza journey, and the journey continues today. I've been enjoying learning all about making pizza. Have you tried the 2 new Taco Bell things? Oh no. When is that? When did they get added? I'm very hesitant to go to Taco Bell after all the issues with lettuce and stuff. Let's go do a Magister's Terrace. What does launch mean? So basically, like, you put the uncooked dough on like a surface. They call that a pizza peel. It's like wood. And then to get it off the peel, you have to like use like force to, you know, like it has to get off the peel somehow. It's just like a sloppy piece of dough. So you can't just like pick it up and put it in there. So you have to like kind of throw it almost, you know what I mean? Like you have to use some kind of force to get it off. So that's what they call a launch. So like what I do is like the leading edge of the pizza, I kind of tip the peel downward, and then the leading edge will catch, like it will slide off a bit and it will catch the stone, and then I kind of quickly pull the peel out. But the problem I have is like we bought like a heavy peel. It's like quite heavy, so I have a lot of trouble like pulling it quickly. It's like my arm's just not strong, you know what I mean? Yeah, we put flour on the peel, yeah. Semolina flour. It's not really fair that Taco Bell was taking the bullet for all that. Oh, I know, yeah, I know it's not fair, but still, I haven't been back. Let's take a look. I haven't looked at Taco Bell. I haven't ordered Taco Bell for probably a month. Unfortunately, the problem with Taco Bell is that their food is not good anymore. Their prices are way too high, and they keep taking the value menu type stuff away. So I just don't, like, now that I'm making pizza and I realize, like, well, that's, like, super cheap. What do they have? What did you say? Melty pepper jack steak burrito or fresca pepper jack steak burrito? What the fuck? We do not have the... Oh, I see. Yeah, no, they are there. Melty pepper jack steak burrito. That looks good, actually. Pepper jack sauce. Huh. I didn't even hear about this. Did this just come out? When did this come out? Those are 2 items on the $3 menu. Yeah, they look pretty good. I might have to try that. What is fresca pepper jack? Oh, that's just with tomatoes and lettuce. Yeah, so I'm not getting that, obviously. I can't even believe they're still selling things with lettuce on them. But yeah, this one looks good. Pepper jack sauce. Can you get it on other items? Because that's my biggest issue. I did try the enchilada, though. Wait, that's only $1 now? Or is there some kind of deal? Why is that $1? It says on my app, enchilada $1. What? Yeah, someone disconnected. Oh, I'm definitely not getting anything. I mean, I'm not getting anything at all from Taco Bell at this point, to be honest. But definitely not getting lettuce. What's your verse and mastery at? There. That would be nice if they put that on the dollar menu. I don't know what that is. I don't know why the enchilada is only $1. Oh, I think it's like today only. Yeah, today only. $1 enchilada and $1 regular nacho fries with purchase. Happened to what? Bold new burritos. Yeah, that sounds good actually. What, can I get the sauce on stuff though? That's the question. Are you still doing one meal a day? Yeah, not as often as I used to. Not every day anymore. Because now when I go to play basketball, like it's really hard to make this work. If it was up to me totally, I would just probably eat one meal a day late as fuck. But it's just not really, it just doesn't work. I'm not trying to make food at midnight, you know what I mean? So what I've been doing is I will eat at the normal time and I'll only eat like half of what I expect to eat. And then I'll save the rest for after basketball basically. Because like I'm going and playing basketball now at like 6-ish. And then I'm not coming home until about 9 or 10. So I'll eat like, you know, probably like 1,000 calories just to kind of not be hungry. And then I save the rest and finish it up when I get home. So definitely messing with my, it's also seemingly messing with my sleep, I think. People were saying like eating late at night is really bad for your sleep, but I never did it before, so I don't know anything about that. But yeah, outside of that, still doing one meal a day. Like if it rained and I wasn't playing basketball or like a weekend, one meal a day, yeah. Yeah, you can get the pepper jack sauce and other stuff. I really wish they still had the nachos. That was actually one of the things I ordered the most. But them getting rid of those nachos was so dumb. Now, if you want nachos, you have to pay $6.19. Holy shit. That is insane. It doesn't even come with any sauce on it. So that's not happening. I don't know about you, but pizza drains my energy. Oh, really? Yeah, no, I don't. Like, anything drains your energy when you eat. That's like how I got into fasting in the first place. I didn't realize it until I like watched some things on it, but like your body uses a lot of energy to digest food. So in that time of digesting it, you're like you're losing energy. And then obviously there's other like hormonal changes too. But yeah, it's just like if it was totally up to me, I would eat only one meal a day every day, but it's just not really feasible. If I had like a robot that cooked food for me, then I would just tell the robot to cook food at 10:30 and that would be perfect. Yeah, so what is about like why food right before bed? What happens? Because I've never heard of that until recently, but I can't really avoid it now, unfortunately. Just the way my schedule is with basketball. It's like I either eat like fucking enormous amounts of food and then try to play on a full stomach, which is not really gonna work. Or I just do that, I guess. Are you still using Void Cores to optimize your secondary stats? No. I'm not worried about gear at all. The season's totally over in my eyes. We're just waiting for the next one. I don't know if you care about Classic, but there was an insane expose of a super toxic and racist guild. Ooh, honestly, I do kind of care about that. That was like my original. That was like fascinating to see happening. I got like stuck in a guild like that on Nostalrius, and that really opened my eyes. Eating 4 hours before bed lets your body fully yeah, but so what if I eat 2 hours before bed? What happens? Forces your body to digest instead of resting. Oh, so like when you're sleeping, you're like not sleeping all the way or something. High fat / refined carb meals tend to be very bad for energy levels. So yeah. You'd rather do a 20 and say maybe have a 10% success rate as opposed to a 19 and a 70% success rate? That's not the reality of the game, so I'm not sure why you're asking that. How long till season 2? Probably less than a month, or maybe about a month, we'll say. Probably 4 weeks, I would say, on average. The bets are about 4 months, or 4 weeks. I think I saw the video. It was crazy, and I don't understand how nothing is being done to stop it. Yeah, Blizzard doesn't care about guilds really at all. REM sleep and digestion are intertwined. Very difficult entering REM sleep. Oh, wow, interesting. Well, that's a big issue for me. That makes a lot of sense, because it seems really strange to me. Like, I'm fucking tired. I just played basketball, sometimes up to 4 hours, and I just, like, can't sleep. It's really strange. The guild was on a PvP server, and I guess in Classic Raid, when you die, you spawn in a graveyard outside the raid. Yep, yeah, that's how it works. Graveyards are outside the raid back there. Food will also push on your diaphragm when you lay down. What does that do? So they just spawned camped a rival guild's tank and kept him from going back to his raid. Oh, well that's not. You can go as a ghost. That's not how it works. You don't immediately spawn as a player, you spawn as a ghost. And you'd have to take res sickness. It's not against the rules, and that's also not, like, that's probably not what happened. The guy probably just took res sickness by accident, or maybe because he thought he was safe to do it, and that was his mistake. Been there many times. That's why I don't play PvP servers anymore. They did this thing called kidnapping. That's alright. Where they perma-CC'd him. I guess my question is ultimately, isn't it unfun waiting so long in queue only to fail often? Wouldn't there be more joy in doing mildly challenging content that you don't have to wait in queue for, etc.? No, not really. It's no different. You're saying if I did my own key, it's no different. We still fail every key we do, and the queues, like, to actually find people are still very long. As you see, there's not a lot of people signing up. So I'd rather do a 20. It's just like a round number, you know what I mean? It feels like we should do a 20. I think we actually have had less success with 19 since we got 19 resilient. How many full vaults you filled last few weeks? I don't think I've had a full vault fill in months. Probably like probably over 2 months, I think, at this point. I'm finding worse and worse players. Yeah, it's like, I'm at this point in the season. The best players have moved on, and the players that are still doing keys are probably not even putting full effort in, you know? It's totally understandable. That's just how it goes late in the season. Usually we would quit, but I have nothing else to do, so we'll do it. Just need to find a GM to one-shot things for you. Go one Faxi, that was funny. This stone is like oh, forget it. If you zoom out, the stone is damaged. It was really easy this season for a lot to hit their goals. Yep. Well, so where do you guys see that the guy got fired? Where can I see that? Just doesn't seem to be on Wowhead. Not as bad as mid keys. The things I see while gearing. Make sure you record them. You think the season should be a month less or something? No, it's not really how it works. I mean, they have to make the content. Banshire said it, and he's friends with other people in that group. Yeah, see, I don't buy that. I'm really skeptical of all this stuff, to be honest. It feels very strange. The whole thing feels very strange. Diaphragm pushing up causes chest tightness, shortness of breath, or bloating. Oh, I have the bloating sometimes, yeah. He's not the only person who said it. That dude is Gonzo. Yeah, but I mean, like, everybody can say it, but it might not be true, right? Like, obviously, if there was an employee who did that, he would be fired. No doubt about that whatsoever. But there's more to the story for sure. It's not just some random, like, fucking guy who's making minimum wage working for Blizzard that did this or something. There's something more about it. And we're probably never going to hear about that, unfortunately. If it's a video, no, I'm not interested in videos. Does it matter, though? It's not like 23 or the highest key. Yeah, it definitely matters, yeah. Roger, what's up? Welcome. Same reason why these huge warrior guys can't sleep well. They have major diaphragm issues. Oh, for real? Oh, wait. So you're saying chest tightness, shortness of breath, and bloating would cause you to not sleep well? I'm not so sure he would be fired. Well, yeah, obviously, that's like the one truth that definitely would happen. He's definitely getting fired. The question is, who is he? That's my point. It's like I do not believe that is a GM. There's no way that that's just a regular guy who's just answering tickets on the forums or whatever on behind the scenes, like the CS thing, you know. They, from what I've been told, do not have access to admin accounts anymore. And certainly you would not expect them to be accessing an admin account while they're just casually hanging out in Discord with somebody. So yeah, the whole story makes absolutely, it does not sound real to me. And it's very possible that somebody was fired, and we'll never find out who, but I had expected more to come out because I feel like it must be somebody high ranking. And if they were fired, we would know who they are. What do you use instead of a weak ore add-on? Nothing. This is just default, but I don't have anything. They found his Twitter and stuff, and him talking to the girl in Twitter, and during Graal's thing, he deleted the account. Oh, really? He's been GM for less than a month. Interesting. Yeah, I still struggle to believe it, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, I guess. There is no way it was a one-off thing. How long does it take for a GM to get... That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. Like, the whole thing doesn't make any sense. It's just not how it works. Like, you're not just, like, casually logged into an admin account waiting for somebody to ask you to kill a single mob in a dungeon. None of that makes any fucking sense. I don't know how anybody thinks it makes sense. I don't know. But whatever, I don't really care. At the end of the day... That's default? Yep. Yeah, it's the cooldown manager. It's part of the game now. You could set it up the same way as any other UI stuff. It doesn't work great, to be honest. I don't really like it. Weak ores is way better because you can choose to like load it on conditions. You can't do that, from what I can tell with the cooldown manager. And maybe there's an add-on. I think there's like better cooldown manager or something, but the default one is very bare bones. This is on the screen every single time I'm on the character, no matter what. It was definitely way nicer when it was a weak ore. Oh yeah, I forgot I was going to read the replies too. Shit. Did we find a person? Forgot about this. You're incapacitated in any way as a tank, you instantly lose threat and the pack turns into chaos. So he did lose threat. No. Commenting on something from a few weeks ago. Removing add-ons is one of Blizzard's biggest mistakes. Yep. I mean, I think it is the biggest, to be honest. So your feedback to him after you knew what he was doing wrong and him obviously not knowing what he was doing was you're terrible. Huh? Oh, he's talking to the guy who submitted the run, I think. Warrior can pop Berserker's Rage for that ring mech too. That slows and does damage to you to remove it entirely, which makes dodging those other circles easier. Fearless talent is goated. Nice. 4 weeks ago. What cube is this? You saw that Carnage guy in Silvermoon? That's funny. Yeah, we gotta find more. More submissions of Carnage, please. What is the nameplate being used? It's significantly better than the ones I'm using. I think that's just the default, isn't it? Weird comments like that, I never understand. Alright, yeah, so this guy says hunters can counter every single one when we're talking about getting gripped by the gargoyle. So I said, what, by waving at their pet, lol? Which was a fucking great joke. Make sure you guys go thumbs that up. Alright, here's another comment. Let's see it. Off-topic question. I would love a video on your opinion of the Mythic Plus group that asked the GM to kill some mobs. Oh, yeah. In terms of what punishment, I don't know. They should be banned, obviously. If you're cheating, you should be banned. It's like not even a question. Let's see if there's any other comments. Yes, there's a bunch. Had that bug happen? What was this? What bug? I was just commenting on a random stream. Alright, we're filled up. 2 more comments, then we'll do the key. For Warlock, you have to teleport before the gargoyle grabs you. You need to soul burn if you don't have the Diabloist hero talent. Yeah, I heard it's tricky. That Warlock one probably is not going to work. They were right in their accusations. Hunter was shit and stood in everything he could. Tank was shit, needing constant healer attention as blood to not die. Mage at this point, I guess, should have rerolled to a class that doesn't die to a fart. 60k DPS single target after 90 seconds with Bloodlust is illegal, though. This group would have needed 2 Mistweavers in the heal slot for a chance of time. Yeah. That's all I got to say. Alright. The guy and girl who were in the Discord with him, 100% getting something. The other 2 were pugs. Oh, for real? Pugs, wow, that's ridiculous. Well, that's really ridiculous that you would have that happen. Like, the whole thing doesn't make any fucking sense. It really doesn't make any fucking sense. But yeah, whoever intentionally asked somebody to help them cheat, that person should be banned for sure. If that's true and that's what they actually did, then that's definitely, like, why the fuck would you even do that? And then the guy, that's why the thing is so suspect to me, because the guy's like, when he's talking to Grawl, he's like, oh yeah, I mean, if they just want to like revoke my title, I would get that. It's like, brother, you're getting banned. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? They're not going to revoke your title. Like, what are you even saying, bro? You're getting banned. You just willingly cheated in the video game. Like, you think that's okay? The whole thing doesn't make any fucking sense. You gonna go for the 1% mount? No, I'm not gonna be able to get it, unfortunately.
Five, 4.
I don't even know what
3,
the cutoff is at this
2,
point.
1.
Anyway, I don't know what the cutoff is at this point, but I'm sure it's way higher. Why not? I don't know. I'm not skilled enough, I guess. Can't really upgrade keys. Can't really get into keys. Not enough keys listed. Goes up about 40 points a week. Holy shit. Yeah, alright. Well, we're obviously way outside of it then. It's 38.90. Oh, yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Just last week we were inside of it, and now it's already way out. Okay, there's Purgatory Lost somehow. Let me get those buffs early, please, Blizzard. It would probably be around 21 Resilient. Oh, yeah. You get 38.90 if you time Algathar and Seat. We definitely are not timing Seat, no way. That's like almost not, that would have to pay somebody for that or something, probably.
You were warned, Umbric. The terrace is
We barely did the 19 with one of the best players in the world.
Of course he left a message for me. I'm afraid you'll have to incapacitate the gods.
Oh, well, at least we have Bloodlust here. I don't know if it will go up that many points again. It probably won't go up a ton, but yeah, it's still out of reach for us. That's gonna be like a new recurring joke, isn't it? Just need a death touch, yep. Maybe the GMs are using death touch on me. Is that what's going on with my character? Last 2 weeks it will definitely go up more. Yeah, so like you need to be like within like at least 50 points inside of it to get it. Because at the end it's gonna balloon up like crazy. Because there's gonna be tons of boosting at like 3 a.m. This is like they do this for the actual 1% thing as well. They like boost people right at the absolute last second to try to guarantee that they get in. He's got Resilient 20 as prop pally. Whoa. Nice work. That's pretty impressive. But anyway, you guys asked if I'm going to get the title or going for the title. The answer is no, so it's all good. I don't really care about it. I mean, or whatever, not the title, but the mount. I don't even want the mount. I'm probably one of very few people, but that mount is not attractive to me at all. I would never ride it. It also depends on when Blizzard finally tells us what the patch is. I guess, yeah, obviously it does. To some degree, it does depend on that. Raul showed this on stream. I don't know how it worked, but someone searched every public log for that spell and it was only used in that one key. Oh, obviously, yeah. No, that spell is like you could literally only access that spell by typing slash or typing dot spell use of that ID. That's the way it's used for a GM. Like you can't use that spell. It's not a spell that anybody would ever have access to. I'm going for mount and it's hard as non-meta, yeah. I just don't have like time or really any interest honestly either. Not sure how you would even do it when you can't get invited to keys, but Kyle's also blood, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know how the percentage thing counts it, but yeah, like if everybody just started doing a bunch of keys on alts, then it would theoretically go down, right? I don't think it works that way, though. Sit in queue for hours is the answer. Yeah, that's not interesting. I had 39.23 as Frost, but I'll still probably need a couple more 21s, so yeah. I couldn't push past seat 19 Resilient as Windwalker, so I had to swap to Mistweaver. Nice. Did that a second early.
You'll go no further, Umbric. These new defenses were specially made with you in mind.
I seem to be detained. The construct ahead is heightening Rama's spellwork. Destroy it.
All students must follow policy. Policy demands compliance.
Another ignition.
Suppressive measures necessary. Refueling. Please stand by.
Okay, that went well though. Randomly use AMS for ignition, so I don't have it. That guy like just juked me out. What the hell was that? The mob was, the orb was like moving away from me. Did you see that? What the fuck was that?
Resume disciplinary measures. Policy demands compliance.
Was that a GM? Maybe, yeah. I don't think they could move the spell. That'd be crazy.
Suppressive measures necessary. Enjoy detainment. Compliance is not optional. Suppressive measures necessary. Refueling. Please stand by.
Man, only like probably 6 more weeks of really warm weather too, huh? I really hate the fall. I'm not looking forward to it at all. Just randomly thought about that for some reason and it got me sad. I hate the fall. My least favorite thing about the fall is that like sometimes during the fall you're warm and other times during the fall you're cold. So you have to like constantly like think about when and where that's gonna happen. Like playing basketball in the fall, I might have to bring a jacket because later at night it's gonna be cold, but in the afternoon it's gonna be warm. I don't like that.
Enjoy detainment. Compliance is not optional.
I love the fall. Oh yeah, I hate the fall. The biggest thing I don't like about the fall is just that it's preceded by, or yeah, preceded by winter.
Refueling. Please stand by.
Yeah, that's like a common sentiment, Faxi. It's like, oh, bundle up and wear a hoodie and get under a blanket, but it's like no, it's a lot of times very warm in the fall. Like in the spring, it was the same way. I'd go play basketball and it would be like 75, but then as soon as it would start getting dark, it would drop like 10 degrees instantly. So if I wanted to play basketball in the dark, I needed like fucking like a jacket basically. I hate that. I'd rather just be warm the whole time. Even if I'm really warm and then just somewhat warm, I'd rather that. Rather be cold than sweat? Yeah, not me. I'd rather sweat. The thing about being cold is it's like it dramatically affects my ability to do things, whereas like being warm does not. I don't really ever have an issue with doing things when it's warm, but when it's cold, it's like, you know what I mean? You can't play basketball outdoors, you can't golf outdoors, you can't, like, there's so many things that I like to do in life. Like, it's fucking dangerous, you know what I mean? You might fall on snow or ice, like, there's so many things that come with the cold that make it hard to do life. Whereas it's never that way with the summer. You know, obviously it could rain, I guess, but that's not really, that could happen in any season. You love winter. Oh, you and Cop should get together. He's the only other person I've ever seen say they like winter. I guess there's probably people who like skiing and snowboarding and stuff, but outside of that, I've never seen anyone say they like winter. Especially here, winter depression is like a real issue. Are you running the new 6-man meta going? I'm surprised how many people think that's a joke. That's really not something to joke about. It's easier to warm up than to get colds. Disagree. Well, okay, it may not necessarily be wrong to say that, but it's not functional. Like, the winters are so cold that it's not true. You know what I mean? It's just not true. It's way easier to be comfortable in the summer than it is to be in the winter. Like, you don't need to be that cool in the summer to be comfortable. Yeah, if it's like 100 degrees, maybe it's like really hard to get cool. But it's like almost, at least here, it's almost never like that. It's like maybe 5 days a year it's above 90. Whereas most days are like today. It's going to be like low 80s. That's fucking perfect. It's literally fucking perfect out. The weather is absolutely perfect right now. And then on top of that, you have no chance of any weather. Like the summer, it's like very, very low weather. Whereas in the winter, it's like, it feels like a 30% chance to snow. It's like quite common. And even if it doesn't snow that day, snow might linger from the previous day. And that may cause issues in other ways, you know? Like, and then a lot of times once it snows once, that's it. That snow's on the ground for the rest of the year. So if you want to do anything, you got to move the snow. But like in terms of just being comfortable in the winter, like you cannot be outside. Like if it's snow, winter weather, you can't really be outside for long periods of time. Like I spent 4 hours outside, maybe more like 4.5 on Monday. That's like dangerous in the winter. You know what I mean? You can't really do that. So I disagree that it's warmer, that it's easier to get warm or whatever that was. That's just not, that's just, it may be like, from like a philosophical standpoint or whatever you would say, like it may be true, but it's just not functional with the weather in the winter. I live in Alaska and I like the winter because the tourists leave. Oh god. Yeah, I can imagine. What do people go to Alaska for tourism of? Fishing or something? If I'm cold, I can just throw on extra layers. No, I see that's just not how it works here at least. Like when for example, there was like a big thing in December. When I went, I had gloves, 2 jackets, and my normal clothing on, and I was still cold. Still uncomfortable. Like I think you gotta think about it just from like a science perspective too. Like our bodies are very close. Like our bodies are almost always warmer than the temperature is outside, right? So when you're fucking 60 degrees colder than your body temperature or lower, that's obviously harder to account for. Put my Canada Goose jacket on and I'm good. And I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't need to cool down. It's not that hot. Like, it's not a problem. It's 80 degrees out. Why would I need to cool down? It's literally perfect out. It's still lower temperature than my body by 15 degrees. So I don't. It's like if anything, I'd be cold. If there was some like, you know, binary scale of like you always go up the same amount in both degrees, like, you know, just conversely around the median of your body temperature or something, then yeah, you'd probably be right about that. Oh shit. You'd probably be right about that idea of, you know, winter's better, but it's not that way. Like winters are way, 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 way colder than it's comfortable. Then summer is way hotter, you know? It's like not an issue. It's nowhere near hot enough that it's an issue. I put the AC on at night, and other than that, I have no issues with the temperature anywhere. I think I get one shot. I wonder if more people die of the heat or cold. On the planet, probably more people die of the heat, because the heat is more common around the planet. But if you're asking, do more people die from 30 degrees or 80 degrees? I'm going to assume it's very small amounts of both. Not really what we're talking about, but if you had to say, it would probably be 30 degrees, yeah. You could live out, like, that's why homelessness is so common in like temperate areas, right? Because you can literally live outside under any weather conditions, but in the winter, that's not always true.
Your fall is written.
Fishing, hunting mostly, we call it combat fishing. Since people line up on the riverbanks. Oh damn, that's crazy. Branch just had like 1,300 people die last month, yeah. But that's really a very small amount of people if you think about the whole world. When I was younger, it was nice, cool summer, but it's getting hot. Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess it's not really like that here, I guess, but one way or the other. We get way colder temperatures, then we get way hotter temperatures, so. Hey Eve, what's up? Welcome. Glad to see you. How you been? So many elderly die in Europe? Yeah, I don't understand this like lack of AC at this point. It really didn't make any sense. It's time to get AC, I think. Just, it's not expensive. Just go get a wall unit. I don't know.
Help me remove the wards around
Why do
the
you guys
finisher.
not have AC? Alright, I guess we're done. Northeast Pennsylvania here. I live in Florida and spent 3 years in Iraq and Afghanistan. Fuck the heat. I'm over it. Yeah, no doubt. At least in Germany, it's super expensive because you need it to be installed by professionals by law. Wait, what is that about? The law needs to change then. If there's 1,000 people dying in the summer, then that law should change it quickly. Like yesterday. Alright, we got Shadow Priest, BM Hunter now, and Havoc, or Devourer. Oh, disband in 20s is probably like 95% or something. And when I lived in the Netherlands for 4 years, we had no AC. Only would have needed it 2 weeks out of the year. Yeah, you just, that's fine. That's how I use it too, basically. You put it in the window, use it when you need it, and it just sits in the window otherwise. Sometimes it can let like bugs in, I guess, but not really. Too many countries are hot all the time. It's nice for the beach or to go out on a nice day, but if it's too hot, you can't do much. Yeah, I disagree. Well, I mean, like I said, if it's ridiculously hot, yes, but that's like not common, I feel like. Compared to like, when is it below freezing, right? Like, that's the equivalent. It's like below freezing all the fucking time in the winter. Like, probably like 50% of the days in the winter it's below freezing. Maybe more like 80%, right? So that's like, you know, we're in the same boat there. Like, this is not hot enough to cause me any issues, whereas below freezing, that's an issue. Charles, what's up? Welcome. Nah, I don't do time walking ever. I don't think I've ever done time walking my whole life. What key are we doing? Seat, I guess. Or, pit. I have no idea why you wouldn't be able to install your own AC, but whatever law, like whatever reason for that law seems to be outdated, and you guys as a country or citizens in your country need to get that changed, because that's not an acceptable law. I don't know what the law would be there for. But you can literally buy, I didn't even know they sold this until we talked about this a couple weeks ago. You can literally buy a portable one. Like, it doesn't even have to go into the window, it seems. I don't know how it works, but yeah, you can buy a portable one now on Amazon for like $100. It's like the same cost as a window unit. I don't know why I don't own them. I should own one of those, to be honest. Gotta be right. The dark approach. That's this, I'm pretty sure. You can use portable ones, no issue. I was talking about split ACs that run through the walls. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that's all you need. You just use a portable one. Has a large hose you put into a slot you add to your window. Oh, okay, cool. The world's changing, and it's like, it sucks that it's changing. You know, you could say whatever you want to say about that, but at the end of the day, I'm really shocked at how slow people are adapting. It seems really weird. Like, you're talking about people dying from not having air conditioning. Like, it's like, what? Did you not know that this was trending this way? Like, would you didn't hear about global warming or something?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I got my blood death knight to 288 and 2900. Nice. That's cool. How you liking blood? What'd you end up with your priest?
You will have to make your way across this quarry on your own.
Where is the guy? I always lose him. Great blade. Disease dispel. I guess we don't have one. I love it, but I'm still learning. Oh, nice. 3,400. Glad you got that at least. I need to stop by your stream. I don't know what the fuck. I just never get around the same times you're on, I guess. I need to stop by and see how it's going. It's good that you're enjoying Blood, though. It's so fun, man. It's so unique. It's like the #1 thing in this game that makes me happy. And I'm really glad to see the buffs coming because it's going to be even nicer next season. That's actually a really intelligent choice they're making too with Bloodshot. That's like a really nice choice. That's going to make that into a very good talent. I asked to main tank for a friend so he doesn't have to, so maybe I'll try to work on her more. Nice. Well, that's good. What are they changing with Bloodshot? They're adding 4% DR to it whenever it's valid. Can I ask your opinion on finishing a key where host had a friend in the key? I could give my opinion on it, but best way to have that happen is to just you record it and send it in. What? How do you lag so much you aggro a mob? I don't get it. Yeah, it's gonna be really nice to Bloodshot. I'm not playing with somebody who's saying that. Hey, iGaming Public, what's up? Welcome. He hit L to toggle off his lag. Oh, is that he cast lightning instead? For fuck's sake, Rogue. The guy says, why would that affect you? He says, route. Like, what? Did you not see his item level before the key was put in? Yeah, best way to have that. I mean, like, I'm just going to tell you right now, if you ever say, I protested and didn't want to finish, then I'm going to probably not be on your side. But, yeah. The only way for me to comment on that would be for me to see it. Does he really try to blame the rogue? Does he think your instance is running on Oceanic? I have no idea, but you're obviously not going to go to 2k MS just from being on Oceanic. That doesn't even make sense. What is Bloodshot? Oh, you don't know Bloodshot? It's like the capstone talent. It's like very strange. It's like the strangest talent that I think any tank has. It's literally a damage only talent as one of the, like that's a capstone talent, right? Why do we have a capstone talent that does nothing but damage? It's so strange. Like, what the fuck is that? No idea how that happened. Yeah, it used to only be physical damage as well, yep. Outlaw and Og. Good morning. Hey Dave, what's up? Afternoon here. Woke up to maintenance painting my ceiling. Had water damage back in April. What, they just let themselves in? That's kind of creepy. Imagine if you were like naked, that would be fucked up. Yeah, that one's got to go in the video. I don't know what the fuck that was. Oh, somebody else let them in. Gotcha. Wasn't paying attention at the beginning, and they just pull key. Didn't notice till he was doing no damage. Yeah, so that's on you. Then you got to pay attention to that. That poor Demon Hunter's comment. Yeah, I mean, this is the game, right? Some random fucking idiot just comes in and just can't play the game for some reason after they get the invite. Welcome to WoW. Sad to say it. Well, there's some keys that are actually for score, so let's sign up to those. Definitely a non-zero chance in Algathar, but seat I think is 0. What's this cheating drama? I don't know. People just want something to talk about late season. Basically nothing. Just the whole thing doesn't. To me, it seems all fake. To be honest, doesn't make any sense. But I've had my landlord walk into one time to fix something without asking. Oh wow, that is really weird. Yeah, I would be turned. That would be like, I'd feel very uncomfortable with that. Especially if there was like no indication that it needed to be fixed instantly. Like, you know what I mean? Like if I was just like, you know, something minor, and then they just come and fix it without even telling you they're fixing it, on top of it being minor, you'd start to think like, wait, why is this? Like, I don't know, maybe this isn't everybody's first reaction, but my first reaction is like, wait, what are they kicking me out? Like, why are they in such a rush to fix this minor thing that they couldn't even give you advance notice? All right, Algathar it is. What the hell is that? Oh wow, some new feature. Is it really 80% or Sandland, really? Oh, this is for the raid. What the fuck? That's crazy. That's a new feature. What's your opinion on a Blizzard GM giving assistance? I don't know. I haven't even heard of it. Why? What happened? Previous landlord many years ago, yeah. At least your Apex talents are somewhat defensive. We probably have damage only Apex talents. Oh yeah. That new feature is really cool for twinks. Why would they? Why would they want that? I like that new feature for when I play alts. Oh, you mean alts? Yeah, yeah. I don't know why I keep getting that quest. It's like not allowing me to accept it or something. What's your opinion on the same question 40 times in 30 minutes? No. I guess I probably should have made a video on it. I didn't think it was going to be this big of a thing. I'm surprised anybody, like, I don't know, I guess. I don't know. I never know how to respond. I appreciate that you guys care about my opinion on it. That means something. So thank you for that. I'm surprised you do, but I appreciate that you do, because that means you like me or something. Alright, let's try this one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Petals had a vid like an hour after it happened, and Grawl stream had like 2,500 people in it. That's really weird. I'm surprised people are that concerned with it. But like I said, it's getting like mainstream gaming attention. Like I saw people talking about it on like general gaming. So I got the whole thing is very strange. It really feels like yeah, the whole thing is I still have a lot of trouble processing it. Maybe I will make a video on it.
Well, it seems like things are in further indeed. Come with us. It should only take a moment to set up for.
Okay, Skull must die.
While we were away. Please, if you could, clear them out while we relearn the life magics of this place.
Introvert, what's up? Welcome. That was pretty slow for the skull to die there. Currently procrastinating, dealing with an annoying work thing. Are you a GM at Blizzard? That's the joke I expected to be made, so I'll just make it instead of letting you guys take the win. Never do full roam now. Every time we tried it, it's always been absolute chaos. Don't think we can really survive it reliably. Someone asking what happened with GMs at Blizzard? Yeah, make sure you guys do. I'll just make a video on it, fuck it. End the stream early and make a video on it, I guess. If that's what the people want, then I am wrong to deny you. Didn't realize that it was going to be this much of a topic, to be honest.
Perfect. We are just about... Wait! Ichistras, there is too much life magic. What are you doing?
Me? There is too much nature. What are you doing?
What is that thing? This is your fault.
Absolutely not.
Please, help us, new students.
Just got a shaman asking for a suman. Oh yeah. To wear. Corruption always happen with authority. They usually get caught eventually, but it's certainly nothing new. Well, that's why I'm confused, because the whole thing doesn't make any sense from that perspective either. I don't know. I'll be giving my thoughts in a video sometime soon. Stay tuned. After the stream, probably around like 5 or 6 at night, there'll be a video. To a workshop from MC, yikes. When was the last time you died in a key outside of a wipe? I have no idea. It's all on the spreadsheet though if you want to see. Probably not that long ago. Not today, but definitely probably last time we did keys. Very common. Usually the breaking point has been me, my character especially. I mean, I guess a lot of times it's DPS. Like maybe we just have no chance of upgrading the key anyway at times, but probably like 50% of the time we fail a key, it's because at some point I die. Oh, 3.5 minute fight. That's really slow, right? Yeah, somebody died in this fight. We're like 3 minutes 40. Og is just so shit, man.
It appears some new
Yeah, that's terrible. That's one of the worst splits we've ever seen in this dungeon. One answer, Og, yep. And now they're talking German or whatever the fuck. Warlock dying means no lock damage and no Og damage, yep.
Arena. Wait, what are these birds doing here?
I was in 18 pit, no death, and we didn't time, and I will forever blame Og. Yeah, that's crazy. No deaths. I just tuned in. I don't know if it was mentioned yet, but Blood got some buffs. Yep. Wait, probably won't matter. Why would they not matter? Yeah, we talked about it at the beginning of the stream. No, they definitely won't matter. Those are really nice changes. Instead of a notification to see you going live, I saw you enter pit earlier in the game. Oh, that's funny. Nice. You saw my character fly by, you mean? That's a good idea to have like a noticeable transmog that you recognize me with. If we get to keep them. Oh, why would we not? The patch is probably like 4 weeks or less out. We're gonna check the Blood Death Knight changes. They have the patch notes posted on Wowhead or on, you know, Blizzard's regular website. Or you can scroll back to the beginning of the stream. It's only an hour and a half ago. We looked at it.
All right. Now we need to clear out the big one. I will activate the goals for Lishrath. That is Talentos.
Just being a doomer? I mean, I don't know what you're even talking about. Yeah. They're not going to add changes 4 weeks from the launch and just remove them. What is that even? Where's that even coming from?
At least we know that works.
Those are really nice changes, and I'm really looking forward to them. It's possible that maybe they're too strong and then they undo some of them, but outside of for that reason, I don't see that being a concern. They have before. What examples do you have? I mean, if they continue to add 5% DR here and there, eventually we will not get one shot. Yep. Well, it's really smart to make it part of Bloodshot. I think that's like a really good change. That's like one of the best decisions they've made for Blood in a long time. Less being up before boss pull is crazy. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's very slow. Thoughts on raid / mythic plus gear disparity? No. Yeah, what's the next question? Next question, please. Metro, what are your thoughts on a GM? Oh, fuck. Alright, actually, we'll go back to the previous question. I don't understand how AUG is meta. They're not. People think they are because they're in the highest of high keys, but they're not meta for this key level at all. People got tricked into thinking they are, and they're actually terrible at this key level. But, I mean, again, in reality, they might be good if they were played optimally, but there's just no pressure on them to play optimally. Nobody can tell that they're playing sub-optimally in the middle of the key. You can't figure it out until it's over. So, as such, they never get any type of pressure. Whereas if somebody was doing, like, 50% of their theoretical DPS, like we see AUGs do all the time, they would get flamed like crazy. You know, imagine if one guy was doing 50k right now instead of 100k. They would get flamed, and they would immediately get, like, it would impact the key dramatically. But AUGs just, they're totally given passes. They get no criticism whatsoever. I don't think I've ever seen anybody criticize an AUG in a key that didn't, like, do something ridiculous. And they just get away with whatever the fuck they're doing all the time. They're the best lust class? Oh, really? That I don't think I would agree with either, but Resto Shaman has been good for us as well. Yeah, that's obviously not going to work out. I think because of the inability to quantify performance, lower skill players tend to gravitate to the spec. Yep, absolutely. That's the biggest issue with it in my eyes. It's the only spec in the game that you can actually get like straight up carried and nobody would ever even know. Like you see people talk about like, oh lol, he's boosted because of some like one single thing that the guy did wrong. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, Oggs might actually be AFK and then nobody even cares. Very good Oggs in the highest keys with highly coordinated and plan pulls tailored to spec CDs are meta. Oggs in 15s are usually worse. Yep. That's where I'm at as well. Wernstone is also broken. Oh, really? Yeah, I've never used that. Never seen that used once. I never played OG, but I imagine they are super hard to learn since you have no feedback. That's a crazy way to describe that. You're awesome for that because that means you actually care about getting better at things based on feedback of failure. Most people probably feel the exact opposite of you. They probably think it's super easy to learn because there's no feedback. That's awesome. Glad to see somebody say that organically. In 12.1, we can ping CDs. I'm sure this will lead to fun situations. Yeah, I'm sure we'll eventually see something. Yeah, I heard OG's really bad in the PTR as well. Casual soloing the boss. Yeah, it was a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be, but not too bad. Nice try. Disagree, yep. Look at another auto-translate. This is how stupid the fucking slang is. Google thinks copium means number. I wonder if Blizzard is ever going to change OG to make playing the spec a bit more punishing. I think they kind of did do that this expansion, to be fair. It's just still never going to be at that level. It needs to just be a damage dealer, full damage dealer. What happened? Did someone set up us the bomb? Ever watched Red Dwarf? No, I don't know what any of that means. Or what you're reacting to. Tank dragon that slings rocks. That would have been the most logical from like a thematic standpoint before they designed the class, but now that they have the class, it's like clearly not a tank class. It's unfortunate. I think it could have worked at some point, but not today. And people really are going all out on this meme, huh? Surprised. I really didn't think it was very funny. Turning into like a cultural moment for this game, it feels like. I read that Night Elf might be able to be Paladin soon. Well, they were speculating that in Legion, so good luck. I like the idea of a support spec, but I think balancing one for a game like this is impossible. The game, so Ian talked about this. This was in the War Within lead up. They did a big thing about game 1 versus game 2. Game 1 is the game they design. Game 2 is the way people play the game outside of the game they design, right? So things like logs and these pug dynamics and all this social shit, right? In terms of game 1, it's super easy to design and support. They did a great fucking job. Like, absolutely perfect. They couldn't have done a better job in my eyes. Really, it's really good. It's actually fun to play, too. From game 2, it's horrible. Fucking worst thing they've ever done in the video game. What meme? GM did anything shady? Yeah, I'm gonna make a video on it after the stream. Night Elf Shamans? Oh, that'd be weird. Is there any description on that carried offer key? Oh, I didn't see it. We've seen it a lot. People are basically trying to get people to pay them. I don't think that's usually what... that's not what that word means to me when you type that. You're not meant to mean that. But I guess people do mean that. Every class should be able to be... Yeah, I would support that in general, but I don't think it's going to happen in this game. Should have just built on Enhance as the de facto support spec. Yeah, to be honest, years ago it was basically. Wish they had a caterpillar form for druids. For what reason? What is this, workshop? To be fair, GM's been shady since launch. Oh, really? When Jazz and I list 22s, we get people whispering us 200k of time, 50k a try, and stuff, lol. Even we just have it listed as relaxed. They do have that form, just gotta be Night Fae. Oh, yeah. Caterpillar as in construction vehicles. Oh, you want a Killdozer Druid form. That would actually be sick. How about a Resto Druid only form that makes him look like a monk on the DPS meters? That would be nice, yeah.
Come on, show me a real fight.
What would you consider this season to be the hardest pull to heal or tank? I don't know about heal, but to tank? There's like 3 or 4 extremely hard pulls. First pull Skyreach, first pull Algathar, first pull Seat. Yeah, a lot of hard ones.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
First pull Mycera for Blood Death Knight. Yeah, that's pretty much half the dungeons. Mycera has like 4 really hard pulls, to be honest.
The Ranger General was sharp and steadfast, while the Peacekeeper kept the calm. Which path will you choose?
First pull Seat was a breeze with 2 pallies, nice. Classic Plus announcement looks weak. They're gonna implement Death Knight and Goblin Starter Race, then focus on Van Cleef. Wait, what, that just got announced or what? What's going on? Death Knight is like the #1 thing that would get me to play it, to be honest. I'm going to tell you, though, it may be true because I have a little bit of inside information on this topic. I know somebody who knows exactly what Classic Plus is going to be and has already played it. And they offered to tell me about it. But I have declined being told about it because I would rather speculate. I think it's more fun to speculate. But honestly, the more time that goes by, the more time I just want to find out. The problem is, I won't really be able to talk about it then afterwards. So I don't know. I don't like think about it from my perspective. Would you rather know and then just lie about it? Or would you rather know, or would you rather not know and still be able to speculate it, like if it's, you know, a fun thing to think about?
A little longer.
You guys asked what the hardest pull is? Apparently it's this one. Yeah, I don't know how you don't use Spirit Link. This is the famous video that Grawl reviewed where Size was freaking out. How do healers not use their healer cooldowns? The guy's name's Tide Whippin', and he's in a guild called Proggers. Or whatever he said. I don't even remember what he actually said, but that was really funny. I'm glad I don't know at the moment. Yeah, it's like, actually, I'd rather not know, I think. But I'm kind of like, now that we're getting closer, I kind of want to just know so I can stop thinking about it. I'm thinking about asking him to tell me just so I will not, like, be surprised by anything that I won't like. Like, it's kind of a strange thing. That guy was Havoc, huh? I bet I probably put a couple non-Havocs down, or non-Devourers down. But it's like, actually kind of thinking, like, I might be disappointed if I wait the whole time, you know what I mean? Like, I think I might actually like it better if I find out now and start slowly building my excitement towards it if I don't like what they're saying. But where did you get that in, like, Praedonius? Why did you say that? Where'd you get that info? I highly doubt that they would ever have a level 50 cap. That doesn't even make sense. Unless it goes all the way to Wrath or something. I am incredibly excited for the announcement, and I will play it no matter what. Oh, for real? Yeah, I don't think I would play it no matter what. That's why I want to find out about it. I think it's going to be a bust because those classic nerds don't know what they want. So this is why I'm excited for it, because it's finally going to be for people who aren't those weirdos in classic. Like, it sounds like it would be a lot more like something like people who play retail might like. You know what I mean? Like, there's like, for example, you know what? This would be a great. Hold on. Okay, let me show you guys. If you want to see the, this is a great example of what Classic Plus looks like right now. Let me see if I can find it again. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Wait, what the hell? Okay, I need to look at that too at some point. Anyway, where is it? Oh, another one. Whoa, that's cool too. What the fuck? Azeroth Core level 60 world. Whoa, there's some new shit coming out, man. See, this is what makes me think that people are finding out about classic stuff. A lot of people are just telling you, like, listen, I literally made this through AI. Where is it? So somebody told me about this the other day, and it's kind of like breaking the private server scene. Yeah, this is it. Alright, here we go. Let's take a look at this. Is Classic Plus in a nutshell right here. This is what people, like, think about Classic Plus and want from Classic Plus, I think, in general. I think, like, nobody really agrees, but wait until you see. This is, like, what people might actually want, okay? And tell me if you think this sounds anything like Classic. Okay, this is a module that you literally just install, and it totally changes Azeroth Core into, like, some crazy different experience, okay? Dream Path. Turns your 3.35 private server into a seasoned server in the spirit of Classic Plus. 100 tier season pass, cross-class ability runes, rotating world content, mystery chests with a live quality upgrade animation, and Diablo-style Prestige Paragon endgame up to Prestige 300 with enemy scaling. Everything is 100% free, and everything works to a full-click UI. No NPCs required. Okay, so here's an example of what it looks like. This website is not really great for this, so we have to keep doing this. So, for example, like, I'm not exactly sure how you would get it, but I think like it would be like badges or something like that. And so there would be these systems that you put like progression into, and it would give you shit back, right? So this is like a common thing that people like in replayable like seasonal content. Dream path, you see, like this is how you get the things. You get them from doing things. So like, I got to log on and do my weekly. I'm gonna go kill 60 elites, right? It's kind of like the trading post and other games like have stuff like that, right? Here's an example of what runes might look like in this system. So we have, you could be able to get a Blessing of Intellect, or whatever, you know, whatever you would call it. Intellect buff, Mark of the Wild buff, King's buff, Wisdom buff. You'd be able to get that as any class. That's their example. Very much not classic stuff, you know what I mean? Live events. This is like, basically like rotating world stuff. So there's world bosses that rotate. There's events, Dungeon of the Week, Kill Boss in Stratholme. You know what I mean? This is very much like late WoW type stuff. And then there's like an event zone where you do stuff in the zone. You get like extra reward points for the seasonal pass thing that they're giving you. Here's character examples. I don't know what the point of that is. That's not worth looking at. Here's like chests. There's like random, I don't know if you're meant to get them through events or what, but like you would get them and they would have all this shit in it. Like you would have a chance of getting these potions, a lower chance of getting these flasks and consumables and maybe pets, and then like a very rare chance of getting, like, these are all consumables, or these are all cosmetics is what I meant to say. All this stuff's cosmetics. So you would be farming them for cosmetics, and then there would be mystery items that you might never get. 0.5%. So it's like, oh wow, that's like really high replayability, you know what I mean? Like, it would encourage people to play the game for years. Or like tons and tons of hours. And then like, you know, your prestige path would be towards a certain thing. So you might put all your prestige, every time you level up past 60, 61, you get 1% melee crit, or 1% melee damage. Or you choose, you know what I mean? This is what I want from a prestige system, by the way. That's like what I would like. And then there's like a shop. You know, so you could definitely see Blizzard trying to monetize this. But, you know, this is like an in-game shop. So you'd use gold. So this system uses gold, but you could definitely see Blizzard trying to monetize it. Whereas, like, you keep buying chests or whatever, you get 100 gold. Or, you know, you use 100 gold, but instead you would use cash, maybe. And then you get, like, a welcome package just for, like, logging in. You know what I mean? So, like, this is, like, a very much, like... I have a feeling that this is what it's going to be. This is something that, like, I really think, like, people are making these modules because they already know what's coming. Like, if I told you the person who already knows what's coming, you'd be like, wait, how the fuck do they know? It's somebody that you would never expect. So I do think there's genuinely a lot of people who already know what Blizzard is about to do, and that's why all this info is creeping up. But that to me is what Classic Plus is going to end up being. And that is totally, the reason I brought that up was because that is totally different than what your average, like, person who plays Classic would want, right? Those people would never want. Those people would never want it. The only people that will make Classic players truly happy is a time machine. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's not what they're going to do. Did you see the GM one? Yeah, I'm going to make a video on it, yeah. Yeah, no worries. I'm going to make a video on it after the stream. Still have no idea why you would log it if you're going to cheat. Yeah, well, that's the whole thing makes no sense to me. Just sign up to anything. I got 4K as Windwalker. Nice, crits. How come you don't do decor duels? I don't know. No reason, really. Part of what I'm looking forward to is the outrage from players that have been fighting against classic quality of life. Well, I do think it's, like I said, I don't think anybody cares about it. Those people are just going to stay with whatever they're doing. We did do a lot of the housing stuff, yeah. I think they said Decor Duels is going away. Wait, for real? Is it actually? You get double currency and wow, I didn't know they were going away, huh? I've never done any of the housing stuff. I got POE 1 hideouts for that itch. Nice. May I have given your take already? Yeah, we're gonna be making a video on it at the end of the stream. Stay tuned for that. $12.1, that's pretty nuts. So that's gone in a few weeks. Double rewards till then, though. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick before this fills up. I follow this gold making guy from Maker on YouTube. He had made a video about chests from Blasted Lands. The chest can have all classic blues. Oh yeah, that's been a thing forever. I started making, like, I was making a thing on chests from like the old days back in like Legion. I think I started working. I still have it on my computer, I think, somewhere, but I just never finished it because it's so much work. I wanted to make a thing like to show every single chest location because they're very hard. Like, I think a lot of people don't know where they actually are, but I just never finished it. How are you finding pugging? What do you mean? We've been doing pugging since Legion. I love it. It's the thing that keeps it fresh. Yeah, I did it for a while back in the day. I think it was like BFA when I hit it the hardest, but it's just I haven't had a lot. Well, maybe you do having success, but I had no success selling stuff. I had no success. But that was before things were like cross realm, right? On the auction house? I don't know how that works. Are weapons cross realm? I don't know. How do you deal with it? I don't know, record it, send it in, I guess. Not sure, I don't have any issues with pugging. The Hanzo sword, that's a good one, 40k, nice. It's the same with solo ranked, I can't stomach it after a while. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I don't have any issues. I enjoy pugging. And I don't think I could enjoy the game outside of pugging at this point. Having to actually like put my faith in these people and rely on them, I don't think I could do that anymore. Even just fucking actual adults in my real life, I have a lot of trouble putting my faith and relying on anymore. The world's just changed. Like, the thing that's so strange, I know so many people, not even in video games, but so many people who were like, oh yeah, I'll be there. And then they're not there. Like, they actually lied to you. Like, they had never any intention of coming, and they just lied. It's like, what? What? Why did you do that? Bro, it's just say no. I don't know what to tell you. It's not really that big of a deal. I'm not sure why that happens so often anymore, but that is... I can't... If that... Like, luckily, I got out a rating before that became something that everybody was doing. But it's like, god damn, if everybody was like, yeah, I'll be there, and then lied about it, on top of the raid night being like a mess as it was, it's like, oh man, I would just... That would be very frustrating.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, here we go. I'll be there in another lifetime. What? Where?
The terrace holds what we
The actual auction house is realm-based. Oh, okay. So that's probably why, because I was trying to sell them on Fire Tree back in the day. Good, we left it there instead. That's way better. IMO.
You were warned, Umbric. The terrace is forever closed to you. Now leave before...
Of course he left a message for me. I'm afraid you'll have to incapacitate the guards.
Also, we just talked about this randomly last week, but big new patch for the convergence mod for Elden Ring. I still really want to check that out and play that game more, but hard to justify paying $40 for a DLC that I'm never gonna play. Or if I play, it's gonna be very long. Very, I doubt I would ever get to it. A caterpillar spec would be cool, to be honest. Caterpillar? Why do people keep talking about caterpillars? This is the same monk that griefed the pit key. Oh, really? Well, he doesn't seem to be lagging this time. Wouldn't call that griefing. I mean, I assume he's telling the truth. Maybe not, though. We're gonna find out. Probably restart the router, yeah. I really wish there was a way to aggro those now. No way. We have to like run all the way around with this mob. Maybe snow fell on his router. Oh, that's why his name is that. It's very possible. Oh yeah, we have no warlock. I keep forgetting we need to not pull the extra mobs. Is restarting the router still a thing? Yeah. The router needs to be restarted because it gets like firmware updates that can't be installed while the router is running. And oftentimes your router can have issues because of those firmware updates not matching the like client side data or the server side data, I guess. And some, I think other times, like for me, I think somebody's like actually on our internet or something at times. That's the thing I've been thinking about the most over the years. Like I think it might actually be the case. It's like I really don't understand why the upload issues happen. You know what? But yeah, so just restarting it boots them off. You know, whatever they're doing stops there. Stops them doing it. Alright, I don't know what this caterpillar thing is. It's kind of getting weird now. It is when you have Comcast. Oh yeah, why only Comcast? Can't you just log onto your router and see what IP is? I have no idea. Probably. Not me. You have to know what to do that. Mine, hey Andrew, what's up? Throttle pretty bad when I switch ISPs. As soon as everyone gets home from work and starts using Netflix and stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah, mine's always during the day, so I don't know what the issue is. I don't ever have that issue like when I'm not streaming. Comcast internet sucks. Yeah, but what's a better option? That's the problem. It might suck, but I don't even think there's another option. You still do your WTF moment videos? Oh yeah, absolutely. What? Yeah, we do. Every time we're not streaming, there's one of those videos, basically. A lot of places don't have a choice. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. I had Verizon and it was horrible. Like, the internet would go out every time it stormed, which is so weird. Alright, well, that's a disaster. I have Spectrum internet. Oh yeah. What? Who makes that? Spectrum.
Only the strongest survive.
Fiber, Utopia, or Google. I never even heard of those options. Heals may be lagging. Is that for real? Nope, not this time. Alright. It's the electric company where I live? Oh, gotcha. I typically don't pull the worms till the fueling phase. Nice. I've always wondered what a David Bowie theme Mythic Plus dungeon would look like. Alright, you're getting kind of weird, bro. Let's bring it in back. Let's bring it back to normal comments, please. Arms Warrior. Spectrum is great. 16 gigs plus phone bundle is 100 a month. Nice. Well, for your cell phone, you mean? Google Fiber or Utopia Fiber, probably better than Comcast, but more expensive. Oh, really? Yeah, Google Fiber. That was like a big thing at one point, right? Is that still a thing? You have to put your address in. Let's see. We're not in your area yet. Yeah, I didn't think so. $1 gig internet plus 2 unlimited cell lines for 100 a month. Nice, that's a good deal. I used to switch ISPs every couple of years because the competition would offer a comeback to us discount. Now I just stick with the one that works. That's smart, yeah. I should probably think about doing that because we've been having a lot of problems with Comcast. I just genuinely don't know what options I even have because from like my last experience with it, it was just Verizon. And then they were like so bad that I couldn't even use it. What about ATT fiber? I don't know. Why does every group just abandon after a single wipe? Happens in 12s. Everyone wants to steamroll everything. In 12s, it's really weird. I don't know. Good question. Yeah, but basically, like, quitting mentality is just totally taking over the video game. Oh, wait. What are we doing? Nexus Point? Oh, yeah. I'm just gonna say now, let's see what he says. You should be able to double upgrade most 12s even with the full wipe. Yeah, for real. I don't know if you could time 20s after full wipe. You definitely could. Your average pug group? No, probably not. Alright, they just kicked me. That's funny. That's probably funnier than doing the group. World of Quick Crafts, yep. Yeah, so that person's like trying to sell the 21. Is that what that is? Let's sign up and see what happens. I started playing about 2 months into the expansion, so I'm behind. I can never get invited to 12s with 2700 score. Everyone quits instantly. Well, make sure you record them and send them in. If you're seeing that at that level, definitely record. That's notable. That's not normal. That's definitely not normal. People think if everything isn't done perfectly, there's zero chance of success. Yeah, I have a great video. I'm going to be recording it tomorrow morning probably. So for maybe Saturday's video, we'll have this of a video with that same mentality being proven wrong. We've had a couple over the years, but this one's another solid one. Where people want to quit and then they're surprised that they actually succeeded afterwards. You can time 17s after a full wipe easily. I mean, I'm sure you could. For a lot of different, yeah. A lot of different levels. You know, I mean, if we had people who were doing 25s in a 20, then yeah, we could wipe. Lots of death and still timing is pretty common, to be honest, but a lot matters on the key. Lots of death in Skyreach, it's over. Lots of death in MC, you're fine. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's, I mean, it's going to matter on a lot of factors, obviously, but people give up all the same, I think, no matter what. When is Odyssey out now? The Odyssey out now? I'm still debating if I want to try to watch it. Oh, what is this? Oh, it looks up all players. Interesting. I have a 265 Frost Death Knight alt with Raider IO linked, and people don't invite it for DPS when we were doing 10s. Wow, that's just because they are inviting somebody else, you know what I mean? It made like 300 million in opening weekend. Oh, sweet. It's already out, yeah. Yeah, I want to probably watch it. I'll probably just wait until it's on streaming services. Oh yeah, July 17th, so last weekend. Typically a very big fan of Jonathan Nolan's, or that's Christopher Nolan's stuff, but both of them. Christopher Nolan stuff. But honestly, I don't think I would like it. It feels like too much like it's trying to be like a fantasy or something. Yeah, the ratings seem to be really high on Rotten Tomatoes, but I think it's a bit early still. Does look like the people who are reviewing it really like it though. This is one of those films that sneaks up on you and surprises the hell out of you. Oh wow. That's the top review on there. My last keys are always Algathar and C for Resilient. Yeah, that's normal. Christian Bale put on 8,400 pounds of muscle to play the Cyclops. Oh, is he in the film? Oh shit. This is one of the biggest movie epics I've ever seen. Nolan used his clout in a lot of effective ways. The cast was incredible, and the score and cinematography are top award contenders. That's 5 out of 5. One of the best experiences you'll have at the cinema this year, and a deliciously anachronistic, thematically relevant, visually spectacular, and perfectly acted version of Homer's poem. I guess I'm gonna have to see it. This guy says 3 out of 5. Is it worthy viewing? Sure. Is it Nolan's best? Not even close. Fresh from his latest victory, Nolan reaches for the stars and grazes with the gods. His determination may be admirable, but the sheer futile arrogance of such a display backfires in an equally spectacular fashion. I feel like people just like use AI to write these. Like, what do you? Can you give a fucking opinion on the actual movie, bro? Like, talk about something that happened in the film? I don't know why people do reviews like this. They don't even say a single thing about the film. They just like give some like vague general shit that nobody cares about. Blizzard CS leaked Phase 3 for TBC Classic for August 13th. Yeah, it's not a leak. They just published it early. I don't know why they titled it that way, but... Can probably take this as Season 2 won't be August 11th. Oh yeah, no, it'd definitely be after August 11th. It would have been announced already if it was going to be August 11th, I think. Did you do any BTM since you play Blood? What does that mean? Movies too expensive? Going to the movies? Yeah, that's what I was going to look up to see how expensive it was. I forgot. Sounds like a real person's review, does it? Yeah, totally believe it. Even when I was younger, there was shit like that, though. Oh, break the meta. Nah, I couldn't give a fuck. You have to, like... There was something that I was going to do, and then you have to, like... I don't remember. There was something about it that turned me off immediately. I don't remember what it was. You have to download their add-on or something like that. They want to sound intelligent? Yeah, I don't buy it. It ain't working. What is this? What is this comment? Is this meant to say Israel is a snake? You or something? You can just say whatever those words are. Although you probably won't be met well here in a WoW gaming stream. There is a new BlizzCon bundle on the shop. Oh, a BlizzCon bundle. What does that mean? Wait, do we have to pay to watch BlizzCon again? Or is it still going to be free? Oh, that's a sick-ass mount. Rabbitath mount. That's sick. It does definitely. Why would it not matter?
The terrace holds what we require to gain entry to the Void Storm, the Cynosure of Twilight.
Unauthorized entry, please hold.
Alright, have a good one. I will hopefully stop by your stream sometime soon. I mean, I keep meaning to do it, but I just never... Hopefully I'll see you soon. Work barbecue though, that sounds fun. All BlizzCon main stage stuff is free. Oh good, okay. It's just like merch or something you can buy, I guess. All the competitions are free. Wait, so what's not free?
Of course he left a message for me. I'm afraid you'll have to incapacitate the guards.
Everything else? But like, what is everything else? Randomly one shot. Sick of this nonsense. 3 deaths given up already. Okay, they want to quit. I'm done. Hey Metro, I think someone is stealing your content and posting it to Instagram. If you could send that to me, I assume it's the same person, but yeah, if you could send that to me, feel free. I don't even have an Instagram account, so these people doing it and we're like random places. Somebody showed me this shit the other day and it was like the most AI looking shit I've ever seen. It was so pointless. I don't know that we can go back far enough to see it in the Discord now. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, it was Dave. He posted this. Well, no, this was him reacting to it after somebody else posted it. Yeah, here it is. So this person, I don't know, this is probably not even a person, but anyway, this account posted something of my content. They do put like a link to it, so that's fair. But I went and watched it, and it's like the most irrelevant shit from the review. Like, what the fuck? What are you, AI, bro? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Tank's getting absolutely hammered by the berserkers on this pull, and it doesn't matter what level you're doing it. That pack hits like a truck. First of all, that doesn't even sound like something a person would say. Guy is standing and stuff he shouldn't be? No, he's not. Gear looks non-existent. That was just me making a fucking joke, you idiot. Are you serious? Obviously he has gear on. What the fuck kind of idiot thinks that's real? Purgatory pops and burns instantly. Not what happened at all. Bloodlust up. Everything's popped. Full send. And we still eat a full wipe to pack 1 of an 11. That's rock bottom pugging. No, that's actually super normal. Like, do you play this video game? Like, I'm confused. Who is this person? But yeah, I watched the video of it on Facebook or whatever it was on. And it's like, they took like the most irrelevant part of the review I did. Like, I had to explain this to people who didn't understand that in the Discord. Like, it's in my video because it's important for later. That's the only fucking reason I bring up this guy getting hit really hard on the first pack. That's the only reason. Because later, when the key breaks up, that same guy says, do you guys want to 4-man it? That was the whole reason that that first clip is in the video. It's for the second part later. And this fucking AI person just doesn't realize that. So they don't put that part in their video. That's it. That's the... I mean, who cares? People die all the fucking time, bro. It happens all the fucking time. It's not notable. It would not normally be commentable. But these people, or bots, I guess, are like not capable of normal thought. So they see that and they think it's like somehow abnormal. And they post a video about it on their Facebook. And people... And like the comments under the Facebook are so confusing. It's like, are these even real Facebook accounts? Who are these people talking about this? But it's not content. That's what, like, he took... There's like 3 or 4 things that are absolutely hilarious in that video, and it doesn't get shown on this. Like, where did they get this? Like, it's not the funny part. It's not the interesting part. You pulled the most benign, like, normal part of the review and made a video out of it. I don't like, yeah. I would love to believe dead internet theory, to be honest. But I don't think so. I think people are just fucking really dumb, man. I really think people are just really dumb. And they're thieves. I think that's... I mean, you have to be a thief to do that in the first place. But yeah, I genuinely... Like, at least when Bellular stole my shit, it like... I mean, I totally get why he did it. Because he doesn't play the video game and he needs footage of the video game to make his video. But this person, it's like, you didn't even understand what you watched, apparently. Because, like, you pulled the most boring and dumb part of it, and you try to make money off it or something. How do you even make money on Facebook? I don't even know how that works. But regardless, it's like you're using somebody else's content, but you don't even understand the content. Why are you using it? Like, I really don't know what the point of it is. You can't differentiate / doesn't have context. Well, then whoever's trying to make money off it needs to fucking figure it out. Because it's a total waste of their time and effort. Like, you could use AI to do good shit, and that is not it. Why would you bother? I really don't understand. WoW is not popular enough for that, to be honest. That's the thing that confuses me. It's like, even the Mythic Plus reviews I do, they barely get views. Like, it's really not a lot, you know what I mean? There's not enough reason to, like, steal that content. It's not that... Like, every once in a while, there's something that just fucking blows my mind and breaks the internet kind of thing, like... I can't believe this, you know what I mean? But the regular, like, weekly, daily reviews, whatever, it's like... Even the most funny parts of each review are not worth stealing. Like, well, you're not going to get any views from that. Who cares, bro? Like, we build up an audience here that likes it, and that's generally almost everybody that watches it. Like, every once in a while, there's something insane, and that brings new eyes in, but, like, the average video that gets published, like that one that they stole from... It's like, this is like a 3,000 view video view. Like, what are you taking anything from that for? I don't get that. This place is really beautiful. I never really took the time to walk around here. This could easily be its own zone. Yeah, I agree with this concept that AI is a prime tool for theft in the most idiotic way. Because it makes you look like a fucking idiot. Like, unless an AI came up with the idea for that Facebook page, then whoever came up with the idea for that is just an idiot. Like, I don't know what other content they're throwing up there, but it's like, bro, you have no idea. Like, you don't even seem to grasp the concepts that make these videos popular. First of all, they're really not popular. But if you believe they are, you don't even grasp the reasons that they're popular. Nobody, not a single person on this channel is watching that video and being like, oh my god, look how hard this guy gets hit. Oh wow, I've never seen, oh my god, what the fuck? Bro, that's not even 1/10 of the reason the video is the video. It blows my mind that we all have this AI detection and bullshit, but stealing other people's videos is just the meta. I wouldn't say it's the meta, but yeah. It's definitely a possible way to earn a living. Steal content, cut it down to 30 seconds, and add dramatic headlines. So, you don't know about why we're even talking about this. This is actually kind of crazy because I legitimately was happy that this was happening. Because I was like, oh, perfect. I'm just going to steal it back. This is how this happened. Somebody was like, oh, they're stealing your content. And I was like, perfect. Let's go steal it back. It's my content. I literally will just take they're making shorts out of my videos. Perfect. I'm just going to go take them back. I'll just fucking steal their short and publish it on my video, on my channel instead. They're making videos for me for free and they don't realize it, right? So I went on their channel and watched it and I was like, dude, if I publish this on my channel, I'm going to be embarrassed. Like, that's how bad this short is. It's so fucking bad, it's actually embarrassing. I don't want it on my channel. I don't want the free short that the person made for me. You know what I mean? That's how bad it was. Like, I don't want to be associated with it. That's how bad it is. Let them have AI and, like, whatever. They credit the video, so it's like, whatever. I don't really care, but it's like, as long as everybody's aware that that's not me, I didn't produce that, I'm fine with it. Because it's that bad that I don't want people to know that I produced it. You know what I mean? Or in general, I don't want people to think I produced it, I guess. The AI bubble can't pop soon enough. Yeah, it's probably not going to pop, unfortunately. I wish, but... Or maybe it's a kind of training. Dude wants to see if it can grasp the essential thoughts from a video. Yeah, but the training's failing because there's no feedback. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a pointless endeavor. Yeah, I guess if for some reason that was the only goal of the channel, then that would make more sense. But I don't think that's the only goal of the channel. First of all, I have no idea. Is there like... Because like on YouTube, you get money for ads and shit. Is that a thing on Facebook? How do you make money on Facebook? I don't even know. This person is so fucking annoying, bro. I don't even, what's my Discord? I don't even know how to get people on Discord anymore. These people are so fucking annoying. They just won't shut up. Everybody wants to have like an argument about everything anymore. I don't even know how you like, how do I tell somebody what my Discord is? There's gotta be a way to like share your Discord, is there not? I don't know. I don't even know how to do that. How to share, how to tell people what your Discord ID is. You usually just need your unique username. There's no way my username is unique. It's literally just Metro. There's no way that's enough. Why continue to do that key if you timed it? Because I'm just doing keys for fun. You make a link like you're inviting someone? How? How do you do that? How do I invite somebody to add me as a friend? I actually have no idea. There's a thing on the top left that says invite to server. I'm not trying to invite someone to a server. I'm trying to recommend that they add me as a friend so we can message each other. I don't think you can do that, I guess. So yeah, you have to do invite to server or something. If you hover over your username in the bottom left, your unique username should show up. Maybe because... Oh, I guess it's because I have the stupid streamer mode thing is on. Yeah, no, I guess not. It doesn't show up otherwise. Okay, Andrew just told me what my username is. He knows, but I don't. That's funny. Thank you, brother. Alright, too windy. What is the guy waiting for? This guy, I have no idea. What's your thoughts on the cheating GM? I totally support it. I think you should cheat. I'm gonna be making a whole video on my thoughts on it after the stream. Go for like another hour and then we'll get going on that, I guess. Something tells me that someone in your guild is farming the fire rack mount. Yeah. He picked people. I mean, having to take people who have no 20s, you know, I don't blame them, to be honest. Not a lot of good options. Oh, there's another Pokemon Center drop? Really? Oh my god, did I miss it? What time would that start? Oh, it just started. $10 hours. So we'll definitely get something. Wait, there's no way that's the actual things that are dropping. The other guy didn't accept the invite immediately, but he did eventually. I don't think I've ever... It's actually 11 hours. I don't think I've ever seen 11 hours. I'm only 40-some minutes late. That's fucking nuts. It pinged at 12:49. So it's about a full hour late, yeah. That's pretty nuts. There's a big issue with Pokemon. Fire pushed him off the platform at the start of phase 2. Oh yeah, that's crazy to die there. You're like following this journey, huh? That's pretty nuts. Whoa, that looks sick with that weapon enchant. What is that? The PvP one? Galaxy? What is Galaxy? That looks sick. I hope he gets them out. Imagine if he did, that would be nuts. I got Rookie the Fire Arc mount 2-3 weeks ago. What do you mean got it for him? What happens?
I have much to teach you. Naxanar was merely a setback.
Oh, you let him use your skip, gotcha.
Valanar will have his vengeance.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You probably mentioned it on another stream, but your favorite Season 1 Dragon Dungeon now that the season is slowly coming to an end? I don't have one. Can't really have a favorite. You gotta run them all, you know?
The Cynosure of Twilight.
Unauthorized entry. were warned, Umbrick. The terrace is forever closed to you. Now leave before...
Of course he left a message for me. I'm afraid you'll have to incapacitate the guards.
Did he get the BR with the... Oh, did somebody just die? I didn't even see that happen. Oh yeah, the priest died. What the... Yeah, battle res 5 feet from the entrance. That's always how it goes. And if we're out of battle reses, it's GG. Thanks for the key. Dead again. We're out of battle reses. Oh, yep. See? What? What? How do I call it? Holy shit, bro. How do I call that? That's wild. Nice try. In what way did you feel like that was a nice try? That's pretty nuts. What did the guy even die to on the first pack? I mean, I can't believe... Not sure how he does. I mean, you're a fucking priest. What are you even doing there? And that's rock bottom pugging, baby. How do you get meleeed by mobs as a healer? That's so crazy. In that situation. That's so crazy that I called it too. Okay, we gotta figure out how he died on the first pack so we can put it in there. He just dies to the casters, basically. That can be dispelled, no? Did he dispel someone else? Doesn't look like it. I don't understand why that group disbanded. I don't either. It seemed like it was me getting confirmation about what I just said. Oh yeah, no, he dispels the warlock and then can't dispel himself. That's a really weird one. That guy's realm. Illidan. That one's got to go in the video as well, to be honest. Who even is the priest? I have threat on all three of these mobs. Is that them right there? It's not these three. Yeah, they're falling down. Yeah, no, that's not what happened. Weird. Alright, anyway. What else we got? He claims he didn't vote to abandon, so if that's the case, then that's good. Because that's really dumb. Nexus point again. I always try to fly to Nexus point. You can't do that. This time 21 workshop with 7 deaths on the board goes to show you don't have to abandon after one bad pull, definitely. Especially if you have like a good like a meta comp type thing, like you can make up for it. English TCGs will not be launching in any of our stores, it says now. Well, the ping is there for some reason. Why is that? I don't believe you. Did you hear about that alleged cheating? No, why would it happen? Metro, I'm debating between Bell and Prot Warrior. Taco Bell? Probably Taco Bell. It's probably better than playing Prot Warrior, to be honest. Oh, you mean like you're gonna eat Taco Bell every day for the whole season? Or I don't get... I don't know what that means. But yeah, I would choose Taco Bell. Prot Warrior is kind of shit. Boring. Blood Death? Wait, Blood Death Knight's an option? If so, then definitely Blood, yeah. Bell Death Knight? Oh, that'd be crazy. Like it rings. My colon couldn't handle that? Oh, you'd be surprised. You get used to it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Talos has a video on it. Nice. Yeah, I don't really watch this content.
Lathraxian, give up this foolishness. We have already won.
Alright, let's see.
You put all of Silvermoon in danger. This isn't worth the risk.
You ever consider Stoneform in high keys? You have to be dwarf for that, yeah.
If we're going to stop Lathraxian.
If I had it, I'd use it, that's for sure.
Hurry up those repairs. If we aren't careful, that will be all of us.
Left you on while I had a nap, and my dream was I went outside and yelled your name to see if you were on the same layer. Oh, for real? Is that a thing people do? That's kind of cool. Dreaming about me, that's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever had anybody say that before. I watched the others here. Would be cool if season 2 was fun. That, yeah, I agree. That would be perfect. Season 2 has big shoes to fill. I love this season. Oh, for real? Did you do any like raid testing or anything like that? How do you feel about the raid? Blood might be meta in season 2? Oh yeah. Let's hope not. I don't know, it's a give and take. I hate when Blood's meta as a gameplay thing. But it's very good for the channel because then way more eyes are on the channel looking for Blood stuff. Guildies did, but not me. I've watched vids and stuff looks solid. Nice. I guess they never test like the crazy bosses that end up being the problem anyway, so. Unless Prop Pally gets some big nerfs, you won't have to worry about that. Good. What the hell? I just put the lines exactly where the other ones were. I really like this fight. I think it's a cool fight. Cool design for a fight. After so long, I want to play Prop Pile again. Oh yeah. Is PTR not up anymore? I think it is. Yeah, I saw there was like new patch notes for the PTR. Wish there was a way to bait the lines. It would be cool if you can like go and shut one off or something like that. Like so it can't go to that one or something. Oh, how about the Red Sox too, by the way? I haven't talked to you about it. I don't know, did they lose last night? What were they, up to 15 in a row or something? Are you serious? That guy just wasn't in either line, okay. They got rained out last night. Oh, okay, that's why I didn't hear about it. Up 4-0 in game 1 of today's doubleheader already. Nice. Holy shit. Not with the CPS, as the guy didn't stand in the line. Only 55k on a 20 is crazy. Well, yeah. According to him, it's because other people did mistakes, so he didn't care. I do like the high-end strat of that boss. Everyone stays to the outside, moves in a circle, and only clears the line directly in front of them. And for the big circle, they all run to the center, then right back to the outside. Nice. Okay. That wasn't very funny. I don't know why he's still laughing. Okay. That name sounds really familiar too. Next is point 20. Also, I guess if you clear one line, it only renews one line. So if you clear all three, you're actually hurting yourself. Oh, wow. That's crazy. I did not know that. Okay, Magisters. Let's go do that. Why don't you sign up for 21s? Not gonna get in. I don't get invited to any keys really. But yeah, we're gonna do this one key. It's probably, unless it's a really, really quick one, maybe. We're gonna do one more, and then I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna make that video that we were talking about all day, and then we will be back tomorrow. We're gonna stream one more time tomorrow. I'm still thinking about it. Like, I don't know. Do I want to keep streaming as the season ends? I'm not really sure. There's a lot of videos to make. I'm definitely not gonna get all of them done one way or the other. But I'm thinking about maybe stopping stream until like the last week before the season, and then streaming the reviews that we didn't get to make videos on, kind of thing. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see. I kind of don't want to, like, I don't know, I don't want to do that unless I have to, but it's tough because, like, I feel like every video, you know, everybody sends that in hoping that there's gonna be a video, and I want to deliver on that, but at the end of the day, it's hard to make it happen, so I'm trying to think of, like, the most fair way to do it. Stream would be nice, honestly, so we'll see. Just not as good as an actual video. This was good though, just doing keys. It just felt like, instead of sitting there for hours. Gilly got his resilient 20s as Disc Priest, and now he can't get into 21s. I'd be frustrated if it was that. I'd be frustrated if that was what determined how high I could push. Well, that's how the game works. I don't know. Yeah, welcome to WoW. That's how the game works, unfortunately.
The terrace holds what we require to gain entry to the Void Storm, the Cynosure of Twilight.
I think the Yankees are in doubleheader too, aren't they not? Yeah, Yankees are losing 2-0 now to Pirates. Pirates are good this year, 52 and 49. Not bad. Meanwhile, the Dodgers are just totally taking over again. Pirates are 11 games back of the Brewers, though. Wow. Brewers also totally taking over, 63 and 38. Oh, they actually have the same record as the Dodgers. Wait, they're a half a game better. The Brewers are the best team in baseball. What? Oh, no, they're not. They're a half game behind, which doesn't make any sense. Oh, no, I see. I just read it wrong. The Dodgers have 64 wins. Dodgers have 64. Brewers have 63. That's crazy. The NL is, again, by far the best. We have the Cubs, the Braves, the Brewers, and the Dodgers. All better than everybody in the East, pretty much. Or anybody in the AL.
5, 4.
Yankees and Tampa Bay are the best teams in the AL. I think to some degree that also, though, says that there's very, very weak teams in the NL, or the teams that those teams have played at least.
To gain entry to the Void Storm, the Cynosure of Twilight.
But too early to say, maybe. Only the halfway point. Wow, really? Dying there, huh? Not what I expected.
You were warned, Umbric. The terrace is forever closed to you. Now leave before...
Of course he left a message for me. I'm afraid you'll have to incapacitate the guards.
Yeah, most obsessed character. This guy is Ramath is obsessed with Umbric, would you say? That's crazy, right? Most obsessed character in Midnight. Even like Terralion is not as obsessed. Oh my god, bro. How did that not die? Jesus Christ. Anyone else having ping issues today? That monk from earlier was, yeah. Not me, though. Resto Druid RPing as a Holy Pally? Oh, why? Because he did no damage? He's definitely doing a lot more than Resto Druids we've seen. Which expansion so far do you think have the best dungeons? Shadowlands for sure. Shadowlands is the only one that had actual like consistency with its dungeons too. Like they were all Shadowlands dungeons that we did, you know? Shadowlands 3 especially seasons, but the 4th one was alright too, but yeah, the first 3 seasons of Shadowlands were the best. That was Mythic Plus peaked in those seasons. Season 1 was rough because of the tank nonsense, but besides that, that was the pinnacle of Mythic Plus, and we'll always have trouble living up to that, I think. At least in terms of dungeons. Obviously, once we lost Titan Forging, and yeah, it really made gearing in Shadowlands Mythic Plus terrible, but besides gearing conversations, definitely the peak. Pride was a pretty awful season to fix. Oh, I love Pride. Prideful was my favorite one. The biggest issue with that season was just the tank situation. Yeah, season 2 and 3 were excellent though.
You'll go no further, Umbric. These new defenses were specially made with you in mind.
I seem to be detained. The construct ahead is heightening Rama's spellwork. Destroy it.
All students must follow policy. Compliance is not optional. Proceed with intent. Please remain still. Policy demands compliance. Suppressive errors necessary. Refueling. Please stand by. Resume disciplinary measures. Compliance is not optional.
I don't know why I'm doing that. Should have got knocked towards the middle there. That was stupid.
Suppressive errors necessary. Please remain still. Policy demands compliance. Proceed with impairment. Refueling.
Which dungeon are you missing for Resilient 20? We need Algathar and Seat, but we're not gonna. Definitely not gonna be getting Seat, so I'm pretty much done. This is the most we'll get, which was actually a lot better than I thought we were gonna get, to be honest. We got pretty good. We did pretty good. I thought we'd struggle to get any 20s at one point.
Please remain still. Policy demands compliance. Proceed within bounds.
Where do you think you'd be without chat invites? I have no idea. Hard to say. Because we hit such a plateau anyway that I'm not sure it would matter. It'd probably still end up being the same thing. We just would have gotten here way later.
Disciplinary measures.
I probably would have gave up sooner. I probably would be playing AUG or something right now. Because if it slowed down, because that was like pretty early in the season when that was slowing down. I think that was only like week 8 or something like that. So if it slowed down at week 8 normally, I probably would have just quit earlier. You know, I would not have even tried to get to this point. Really, all those invites ended up doing was like giving me false hope that I could get to the 1%. You know. So I don't think it would have changed much at the end of the day. I'd just be doing something else instead. Where do you think you'd be getting without any invites? Right here. That's where we're at. We pretty much never get invites. That's why he was saying that about like we couldn't get invites to 18s. It was like hours of stream where we wouldn't get invited, and then Mex would just like randomly invite me to his key and we'd upgrade it the first try. That was right when Bear got buffed. Did you not try pushing during Break the Meta? I'm trying right now. It's been going on, right? We've been doing it. Going the right way. Looked like we were going the wrong way there for a second. Any 20s finished today? Nope. I don't think we've even come close. This one's looking pretty solid though, we'll see.
Zaranel, stand down. I have permission from Lorthamar himself.
Liar! None shall lay hands on the Cynosure! The Cynosure remains here! Give it all!
Restrain him. I'll take care of these shields.
Your fall is written!
Beware.
Let this serve as a warning. Marked for defeat.
Beware.
Your fall is written.
Beware.
I am unyielding.
I feel like this boss should always give a circle to the tank. Oh, really? Why? Like, you mean a third one?
Marked for defeat.
But it does feel like at times there's just nothing going on with only 2 circles. I could see a third one always being on the tank. One of the 2 should always be on the tank. Oh, really? Yeah, I guess that could work too. I mean, I don't know. Doesn't seem like a bad idea for any reason, but then it would be very easy to AMS. Make the fight even easier.
Beware.
I am unyielding. Your fall is written.
Why not reroll the Guardian? Because I don't like playing Guardian. That would make the fight too easy? Yeah, I think so. I mean, the fight already feels really easy. It's always shocking whenever we have deaths or failures this fight.
Your fall is written.
Beware.
I am unyielding.
Did they both run in at the same time?
Shall not.
Help me remove the wards around the Cynosure.
This guy's really agitated. It doesn't even make sense. Why would the healer clear first? If anything, you would want the healer to hold it because they know they can keep themselves alive. Where do you predict the 1% rating ending? I don't have any predictions on that. What is the flaming going on in part chat? There's no flaming. What do you mean? The druid or the demon hunter is like agitated. He's probably born that way, so. But there's no flaming, that's for sure. Healer does not equal go first. I hate when pugs make up rules. Right, yeah, that really well said. I like the way you said that there. I hate when pugs make up rules and get mad when people don't follow things they make up. Yes, that is such a great way to describe pugging. I always call it a mismatch of expectations, but that your description is even better, I think. It's like this demon hunter has some expectation that doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't know why he thinks that this is the way it needs to be or something. But anyway, he has this expectation that's not happening, and there's a mismatch between the different group members, and as such, it causes an argument for absolutely no reason. Like, brother, just chill the fuck out and just let it, like, just go with the flow. Who cares? Like, the healer's not going first. Like, what? It's not a problem. It's not a mistake. It's like miscomms with no comms just to be mad. Yep, exactly. I think the healer would go second, if anything. Because, like, if I was the healer, I would want to go second. Because I would, like, just, if it gets on me, I just spam heal myself until the other one's clear, and then decide when I go. That's how I would want it. Like, if I was especially a holy pally that can bubble it off, that's how I would want it handled. You guys clear, I'll use a defensive, and we'll get through this, and then I'll figure out when I'm going. Typical healer or tank go last in my experience. Oh yeah. I don't think there's uniformity to it, and expecting there to be uniformity is kind of weird. Healers this season have class trees that allow for a lot of self-healing. Oh yeah, there you go. Good point. Didn't quite get him far enough. These are great in that boss. Yeah, that's true. As a Windwalker main, I have to go first in high keys, or I fall over from the rot damage. Yeah, that's what I figured. Certainly a Holy Pally can go as long as possible with that mechanic, I think. What do you do if two people ping, though? Then you're back where you started. They should have made the circles different colors, and the clear circle changes colors to match to alleviate the cognitive load from pugs. So yeah. I think the only uniformity is the tank goes last. Yeah, well that makes sense for sure. If I get it though, I'm using AMS. I ping who I want to go first as the healer. Oh, okay. That's a cool idea, actually. I like that. Just Blood Death Knight things, ignoring mechanics. Oh, what AMS you mean? Yeah. I don't think ignoring would be. I think it's countering the mechanic because that makes it actually go away. The hunter bugged the boss. I don't know why.
Beware.
You didn't do any mechanics for a while. Oh, how do you bug it? You feign death again? Seems to be a lot of that this season. Well, it turns out that that guy was wrong. It was not too slow. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, but we don't have a warlock. Shit. Yeah, that might end up being true then. So I'll have to do that big pack at the end. He's supposed to be feigning this thing. Oh, really? Nice. It doesn't stay that way, or why did it? Oh, you guys are saying two different things. Hunter can do the old school tech with Sting where you feign on the way. Nice. It's definitely better for it to not do mechanics, though, I'd imagine. What's the? Is there a cooldown on feign death? What is that cooldown? It sounds confusing. So the safest course of action is for him to just feign the entire fight. Yeah, that's actually true, to be honest. Feign death to pull in is better. Oh yeah. It's a 30-second cooldown, gotcha. Thing is harder but better, gotcha. That's a good list. You guys are arguing about Hunter stuff. Yo, answer this question. Which one of you waves at your pet after dismissing it? Answer that first. I / love my hunter pets. Alright, you're banned, bro. Actually, no, you can say because you made a great point earlier. But man, you're on the fucking edge. Be careful. What does that say? Clear Sisters? I can't read that, but thank you for the sub. No, yeah, you made a great point, so you're good.
I'll need to attune the
all hunters since Blizzard changed the summon? No, exactly. That's how crazy this spec is, right? Everybody's out there RPing. It's crazy. You have / cry in your revive pet macro? Oh, that would be sexy, actually. That would be really funny. I'd totally be in support of that one. Alright, well, I guess we'll never find out if we had enough time or not. Slash pet when you use Bestial Wrath. That would be a good one, actually. Or slash growl, right? Slash roar, yeah. Might be cooked, no. You mean not in time? Probably not in time, yeah. Cooking comes after. As soon as I finish this, I'm going to go make the video, and then I'm going to decide what we're doing for dinner. Did you know on this boss, the duration of the dot depends how far from the boss you are? Closest person is shortest. Really? No, I had no idea. That's weird. I always make your babies go close and mid for Mistweaver conduit range. Nice. It's 10, 12, and 16 seconds or something. Oh, wow. No idea. I had a brew last night do this boss, and he did the tank thing where they get the circle, then walk out from the small one early. Oh, yeah. I've done that myself many times by accident. Because when you get the tank thing, it looks like you soaked the small thing, but they're not even close to the same amount of time. You also rolled on top of me last second with a tank debuff and murdered me. Yikes. Well, at least we finished it.
It is done. We have our way into the Void Storm. Let us inform Lorthamar. And perhaps offer an apology for the near catastrophe.
And I had to heal the Misty buff. He lost after I healed through the dot on 22. He was like, oh my god, I'm sorry. Nice. Alright. Well, we got one done at least. Holy pally. -3 of those deaths, that would have been timed. I think if we just didn't have the deaths on the last boss, we would have timed it. But yeah. Not having Warlock, really, I don't know what to do there. Just not a great route change that we have to make. Alright, well that's that. I'm going to go make that video on my thoughts on that cheating thing. And we will be back tomorrow with another stream, and we're talking about the future. I don't know. We'll see. I might still try to stream some, but I really want to get as many videos made as possible, so we'll see what happens. Haven't decided quite yet. Thank you for watching. We will see you guys in the next one.